Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Hi, Red Mania. Hi, Broccoli. Hello, Abby. How's it going? Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Kylan and Osito. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, Adon. Hi, Stacy. We're at a sushi restaurant today. Hi, Amy. Hello, period. Hello, girl. Hello, Kathleen and Marie and Hads. Thank you, Janae. It's actually a dress. You want to see the dress? Hi, Thomas. Hi, Jess. Hello, Tutu. Woo. Hi, Han. Check it out. You like? Got some tennis shoes on as well. White shoes and cute socks. What do you think? Thank you, Amy. Hi, Kaylee. Hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, nice, Kylan. Well, hello. You got me live now. Thank you, Emery. Hello. Hi, Addie. Hi, honey. No, no pockets, sadly. No pockets, sadly. I like pocket dresses, but not this one. I don't have pockets on this one. I love them, but thank you, Jess. Hi, Tia. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Becca. Hi, everyone. Hi, Chico. Hi, Irish. Hi, Shani. Hello, Kev. Thank you, Amy. What am I wearing? Oh, yeah, Emily got me these. Hi, Brooke. New glasses? Nope, same glasses. Had them for a while. Quandis, hello. Julie, hello. Carmen, hi. Jesse, I'm doing fine today. Hello, Katie. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Jim. Hello, Luna. Thank you so much, Luna. That's so sweet of you. Hello, Cindy. Thank you. Hi, Tokyo. Very pretty out today. We got a gorgeous day out today. Thank you, Natalia. Hi. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Layla. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Kayla. Hello from San Jose. Hi, Nicole. We've been here before, but never sat outside. Hello, Kaden. Hello, Joe. Oh, I'm so sorry, Vic. I am on TikTok.
Can I get a picture with you?
Sure. If you give me your phone, I can do one of these. All right. There we go. There we go. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. Bye. Hello, everyone. Hi, Aaliyah. Hi, Carol. Hi, Kanista. Hi, Victoria. Thank you so much. Hi, Melissa. It's actually a dress. It's not even a top. Yeah, it's sweet. I had some really nice people come up to me before I went on stream, and it was like I've been taking a lot more pictures lately. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. It's like it's fact of the matter is I've oftentimes people want pictures with me now, which is like pretty crazy. Yeah. Nugget is great. Nugget is great. Oh, Nicole, you could. You totally could. You totally could. Hi, Lils. Hi, everyone. All right, we are at the sushi restaurant. Hi, Amy. What are we thinking? Yes, you are, Winter. Hello. All right, Nicole. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Lily's your daughter's name? Cool. Hello, Claire. Hello, Samu. Hello, Erin. Hello, Ileana. I know sushi. Very excited. Hello, Amy Louise Barker and Ty Savage. Hello, West 4. Hello. Ashley09, Danielle B. Hello, Tutu. Hi. Yeah, one of everything. This is good sushi too. This is good sushi. We're in California, San Francisco. Hi, Luna. Hi, Toby. No date. No date today. Just me. Just me. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Cassie. How's it going? Have I been to this place before? It's been a second, but yes, it's been a while. But we've not been outside, so like it's definitely a new experience sitting outside here. They just got a porch built, porch patio. That's the word. Hello, Gail. Thank you, Amy. New surgery date? Not yet, but we might get one soon. It could happen. Weekend was great. No, it was great. We went to a speakeasy, like immersive experience, which was really great. I got a lot of good time with Emily. We do anything on Sunday? I saw Felicity, my friend Felicity. I haven't dyed my hair recently. No. Hello, Bailey. Outfit check. I'm wearing a dress. I can stand up one more time if y'all want to see. I want to see. Ooh. Hi, Samu. Welcome back. Ah! I dropped you. I'm sorry. Here, I'll show you.
check it out.
What do you think? You like? I'm wearing some white tennis shoes. Nice. We like? You like the dress? Thank you. Nope, you didn't miss the food. We have just started the stream. We are just getting started. We're going to read the menu soon. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Claire and Kev. We picked this dress on Discord this morning, so yeah, I'm glad Emily's feeling better too. Hello, Delana. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, it looks a little bit more red because there's a red umbrella above me, but I haven't dyed my hair. Oh, I think I should. This thing come undone. There. Hold on, I gotta make it so that the table, there's like a little thing on the leg of the table. This should be better. Cool. Thank you, Jess. Hello. Thank you, Samu. Picnic vibes. Good. Good. Sushi picnic. Do I like wearing sandals? I wear a lot of Crocs, if that counts as sandals. Thank you, Kaylee. I know, I like the belt. Hello, Rihanna. Please give me some tips on transition. Which direction are you transitioning? And what kind of things are you wondering about? Because if anyone has questions about the trans experience, you've got questions about surgery, got questions about hormones, you got a question about cis versus trans, or any of these things, feel free to ask. But yeah, Jimin, please let me know. Ask more specific questions. What is the Discord? I stream there every morning. So Emily did my makeup on stream this morning. We picked my outfit. It was really nice. Earring close-up, yeah, they're like these kind of like purple hearts. Aren't they nice? You like them? Girl and hormones, okay. Okay, so specifically about hormones. Well, I would say that if you feel like you want to, then do it. If you go to your primary care provider and let them know that you want to start hormones. They'll typically start you on an anti-androgen to start, which means like something that'll negate testosterone, stop testosterone production. That can often be spironolactone or Cipro, usually spironolactone though. And then typically they'll start you on that and then get on estrogen. And it's great. I mean, it saved my life, truly. I couldn't recommend it enough, but only when you're ready. You don't have to rush into it if you're new. Like it took me about 6 months to be ready to start hormones. I realized I was trans October 2020, and then I started hormones May 4th, 2021. So like October, November, December, January, February, March, and then I started, April. Oh, 7 months. 7 months. So there we go. Hello, Natasha. You have to take hormones forever? Yes. Yeah, people are very cruel and mean. It's true. Very cruel and very mean. It sometimes gets to me. It does. Not always, but sometimes. Thank you, Natasha. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Lils. It is Real Caesar. Hello. Hi, Caroline. Hi, everyone. Top is stunning. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Do I have a preference on who I date gender-wise? Mostly women or non-binary femmes. So the easy answer is women, but I'm not interested in men. Not interested in men. Do I know any languages? I know a little bit of French, but I'm not very good at French. All right, shall we read the menu? Do I like to do outdoorsy activities? No, I really don't actually. I mean, I like being outdoors, but I'm not big into hiking and stuff. What's my favorite sushi? God, I don't know. I love a spicy tuna roll. Also, this particular restaurant, it's called Ozumo, by the way. They have a fun, like, Pride Month thing where every rainbow roll purchase goes towards the San Francisco LGBT Center. So we're definitely going to get that. That's already decided, but I'm not sure what else I want. Read the menu. Okay, let's read the menu. So they have a $60 sushi platter, which has nigiri and rolls. Okay, so that nigiri is like there's like a thing of rice and then fish on top. Rolls are like the circular ones that you're maybe more used to. There's also a $150 one that has sashimi, which is just fish, nigiri, which is what I just told you about, gunkan sushi with cut rolls. I don't know what gunkan sushi is, but $150 is maybe a little bit too much for today. They have nigiri and sashimi pieces, so we could get like spicy tuna, we could get ikura, which is salmon roe, we could get like a scallop, we can get all sorts of things. Then they have their specialty roles, okay? So I'm going to read these to you. Hello, Selena. Someone said I don't pass. I know I don't pass. I'm well aware that I do not pass, and that's okay. Passing is something that I'm not really trying to do. I think a lot of people assume that every trans person just wants to pass. They just want to pass as cisgender, but it's not true. I am pretty happy to exist. I mean, look, when I look in the mirror, I see a hot girl. And I will say that I'm not the only one that thinks that. So I don't need to pass to feel worthy or attractive or anything like that. Hello, Irish. Hello, Mama Taz. So yeah. Okay. Someone said, "I'd love to know why." Oh, I don't know, Brooke. I'm sorry. Hello, Eric. What bathroom do I use? I use the women's restroom. I'm a woman, so I use the women's restroom. Someone said, if you stop taking hormones, does your body stay how it is or go back to the way it was? A little column A, a little column B. There are certain things I wouldn't lose and certain things I would. But I need to stay on estrogen because testosterone, I can't make it anymore. I got my cake pops removed. So I need one of the hormones, hopefully it's estrogen that I'm getting, because I'm no longer making testosterone. So I need one. If I stop taking them, over time there would be serious problems. But only because I got my cake pops removed. Women are more than body parts. Some people are so ignorant. Well said, Caroline. Some people are like, well, you have a blank, so therefore you're not a woman. That's not true. Plenty of women have a blank, and plenty of men have a blank. You know what I mean. Body parts do not determine gender. They don't. Would I get lip filler? No, I don't think so. What's your question, Kokosha or Kosha? All right. I think we're moving towards sub only. I'm not seeing any good questions. If you have a good question, I'll give you a few minutes here to ask, and my mods can pin if they see something good. Thank you, Big Purr. Am I looking to have kids one day? Absolutely not. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, Miss C. Okay. So they have a bucho roll, shrimp tempura with snow crab, avocado, yuzu, tobiko, and aioli. Okay. Aburi, which is salmon and spicy tuna roll with cucumber, shiso, wasabi, tobiko, and spicy aioli. That sounds really good. I love salmon. I love tuna. How many piercings do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. 5. Do I have a new surgery date? No. I would love a new surgery date, but I might get one soon. It's possible. I have. So I submitted yesterday, which was very exciting. Like, I could hear back anytime, and maybe they'll be like that I want to come in and get seen in person. Maybe they're ready to offer me a new date. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's exciting. Do you remember the first time being called the right pronoun? Ooh, that's a good question. The first time being gendered correctly. Vaguely, there was a memory I had of someone calling me Miss. That was really affirming to me. I think it was maybe out and about with friends, and someone said, "Hello, Miss," and I was like, gender euphoria. It was great. I don't remember the exact. I just remember that happening, and I don't know if that was the first time, but it was one of the first times. Yeah. What countries have I visited? I visited a lot. My dad was in the army for a long time, so we got shipped around. So a lot of places in Europe I've been. Yeah. Do I only date men or women? I date women. I don't date men, but I also date non-binary people, non-binary femmes. But typically, the majority of the people I date are women, though I'm open to dating non-binary people. Not heard of. Oh, okay. Let's keep that. Let's keep that in the Discord, Erica. Where do I get my jewelry from? Thank you. Well, Emily got me these. So, I think she got them at a craft fair somewhere. She's really good at finding me jewelry. Oh. The blocking hormones the same. Okay, Chris said my daughter has entered puberty. I'm not sure what you mean, Chris. Oh, okay. Well, you should join the Discord, Erica. You should join the Discord. Oh, here's a good one. Someone says, do you have any advice for me? My sister is transitioning into a male. Absolutely. So first off, one of the things, I get this question a lot. I would say maybe once a stream or every other stream, we get someone who comes in and says, something to the effect of my family member is transitioning, I'm not sure how to deal with it. The thing I always like to say here is that your sibling is finally taking a step in the right direction for themselves in terms of being themselves. It's kind of like, I was trying on this metaphor yesterday. Let me try it one more time. Imagine that you always knew your sister as Sierra Mist, okay? The soda, Sierra Mist. And you said, oh, that's my sister. She's Sierra Mist, right? That's soda. But then one day your sibling comes up to you and says, actually, I'm not your sister. And because I realized yesterday, and they take like the label off and boom, it's Starry. Starry is, of course, pretty much the same thing as Sierra Mist, but just like with a big rebrand, okay? They were always Starry, right? There was no, like, Sierra Mist was kind of like step one to their fully realized form of Starry. So it's not like you're losing your sibling. I would do your best to start calling them your brother instead of your sister, because it's going to mean a lot to them. Yeah, just ask how you can be supportive. There's no mourning to be done. You're not losing a sibling, you're gaining a happier sibling. So that's all it is. Erica, can't get into the Discord. Well, it looks like you're subscribed at the non-Discord level. So I can't imagine you would be able to get in, Erica. You have to be on the $9.99 level. That might be it. Hello, Carissa. Thank you. What was the most gender euphoria moment you've experienced? I know exactly the answer to this. Also, we have like 10 or so minutes to order. The answer to this is quite simple. It was maybe almost a month ago at this point. Hello, Christine. I was in the bathroom, but it was a gender-neutral bathroom. The setup of the bathroom was like, half of it was a bunch of sinks and then individual stalls. So anyone and everyone goes into the bathroom and they find an individual stall and then use the sink, right? They're like complete, like closed off room stalls. Anyways, I used the bathroom and I was washing my hands, and a masculine presenting person walked into the bathroom, not realizing it was a gender neutral bathroom, saw me and said, "Ooh, sorry," assuming that he had walked into the women's restroom. And I, of course, went like, no, it's gender neutral, you're good. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he came in. But the fact that his gut reaction was, oh, woman, I was like, yes. So, great. Anyways, all right, I think, all right, here we go. What am I interested when I'm dating someone? Here's a good question. Madeline says, what gender? Oh, what gender? Okay, feminine, women, non-binary femmes. Hello, Candace. Emily is a great example of someone who is a cis woman who is feminine in her vibe and aesthetic. So I'm interested. Yeah. I don't think you can gift a sub to a specific person. Do you think trans men should play in female sports? No, trans men should play in men's sports, just like trans women should play in women's sports. Men play in men's sports, women play in women's sports. It's very simple. Do you do vocal training? No, I don't do vocal training. I'm not really interested in vocal training. Did you like being an army child, or was it hard moving around and such? It really, oh, hold on. Oh, we had a couple pins at the same time. Weird question. A male you can remove with a female. I really don't know what this is saying, Alicia. Weird question. A male you can remove with a female. Are you about to get one? I do not know what you mean. Sorry. Let's get another question or two pinned here. We might go into sub only very soon. Day 300 of being a lovely. I love that, Spooky Bear. Thank you for being a lovely. Glad you're here. How do my family and friends react to my transition? Great. They were fantastic. You know what? Actually, there's something here I want to talk about. Oh, hold on. What's the difference between gender dysphoria and euphoria? Good question, Alan. Chase, Alan. Okay. So gender euphoria is the moment that I described in the bathroom, where someone perceived me as a woman and treated me accordingly, right? Where the vibe I'm putting out is what people are picking up, right? Instead of misinterpreting it and misgendering me. Dysphoria is the opposite of gender euphoria, where there's a disconnect between the gender you are on the inside and either the way you're treated or the way, maybe physical attributes feel to you, like could be that you have a lower voice. It could be that your body doesn't look the way you want it to look. But it's a disconnect between the gender you are inside and either how you look on the outside or how people are treating you. So gender dysphoria is the core experience that all trans people experience. Otherwise, we wouldn't transition. Gender dysphoria is what spurs you along to transition. Yeah. Do we believe that gender is just a title? No, not even a little bit. Gender is a very important grouping of identities that means a lot to a lot of people, myself included. Everyone, really, unless you're agender, which is much less common. Please answer your question. What's your question, Charlotte? Do I use the women's restroom, and are women in the bathroom kind to me? Good question, Gabby. Yes, I do use the women's restroom exclusively. And are women in the bathroom kind to me? Yeah, no, I've never had a bad experience in a bathroom. Hello, Judy Lynn. Never once. I am I feel relatively safe. Sometimes I'm a little bit nervous because I always fear that someone might say something and be terrible. But yeah, no, never had a bad experience though. Do you have to be diagnosed with gender dysphoria in order to start hormones? That's an interesting way of saying it. I mean, we prescribe hormones to people, and by we I mean the world, for a lot of different reasons. Menopausal women take estrogen often. A lot of times, cis men who have low testosterone will take testosterone. But in terms of being trans, if you don't have gender dysphoria, you're not trans. So there's no reason to start hormone replacement therapy if you're not trans, because why would you need it? So if you're experiencing gender dysphoria and you identify as a transgender person, then yes, that is important to have before you start taking gender affirming hormones. Why would you take it otherwise? Does that make sense, Aniston? Hello, Grace. What age do you think it's appropriate to start hormone therapy? Good question, Lils. So what age is it appropriate to start hormone therapy? So when I was young, about 10 years old, as it is for most people, at 10 years old, you start going through puberty, right? It means that your body starts making a whole lot more either testosterone or estrogen. And our bodies grow in one way or another, depending on which hormone it is, right? If it's testosterone, it means you get a little bit taller, your voice gets deeper, you get body hair, your bones may be a little bit wider, things like that. Estrogen, kind of the opposite, right? Your voice doesn't get lower, it stays relatively high. Your hips get bigger, your skin gets softer, things like that, right? More feminine traits happen. Hi, Chris. I think we're about ready. I can probably improv this. So the rainbow. Thank you so much. Could I start with a soda water with a good amount of lime juice, possibly? Also, definitely the rainbow roll, because I am very gay, and that is a gay sushi, so I must have it.
Sounds good.
Also, yep, $1 towards the SF LGBT Center, which we love. Aburi looks pretty good. I like non-fried, spicy, savory rolls, not too sweet.
It's just torched on top.
Oh, I'm not huge on the torched on top.
No torch?
Yeah, let's do no torch on top. And maybe on top of that, is there anything else you would recommend, like in that realm of things?
The Ozumo is very popular.
The Ozumo, name of the restaurant.
Like the eel. It's kind of our flagship roll.
Oh, which one is it? Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a spider roll. Instead of crab, it has tempura.
Tempura. Okay, and is it fried? The whole thing fried?
No, just the shrimp tempura.
Okay, and is there
unagi is cooked?
And what's unagi again?
Eel.
Oh, right. Okay. And does it have eel sauce on it, or is it totally savory? Oh, okay. I'm not big into eel sauce.
You can do it without the eel sauce too.
Do you think it'd be good without it, or should I?
Personally, I really like the negitoro as well.
Negitoro?
It's a plain and simple roll. It tastes like a tuna fish sandwich to me. It has a takwan, this Japanese radish.
Yeah.
The shiso is wrapped in a soy paper wrap. And also the teka mango would be nice and refreshing for a day like today as well.
Okay, let's do the negitoro.
Okay.
And that's 3 rolls, so that's like a good amount of food, right?
Definitely. The
okay.
Negitoro is 5 pieces and the other 2 are 8.
Oh, okay. What was the other one that you said? The teka mango?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Big eye tuna, spicy tuna, mango, avocado. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's do that. Let's do that instead.
Okay. Instead of the negitoro?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I do like mango, even though it's sweet, but I think it'll be good. It's not like overly sweet, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's not like eel sauce where it's like super sugary.
I think it complements it well.
Okay. Cool. Great. Perfect. And I think that should be good for now. I will definitely want some of the coconut and mango mochi, but you know, I don't know if you like want to set those aside so I don't have to like interrupt your kitchen and stuff.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I'll put it on hold. Awesome.
Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate it.
Just soda water with lime juice.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And you can put like a lime on there as well. I like lime.
Got it.
Thank you. All right. Hello! Exclamation. I totally lost what we were talking about there.
Can I order these things as they come?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. What hormones do I take? I take estrogen and progesterone. Do I date men? No, I don't date men. I'm not interested in men. All right, we've got some. I'm looking for some nice questions, but I'm not seeing any. So we'll go ahead and turn sub only on for a few minutes. And if you have nice questions, think about them, and we'll be back. Don't worry. We will come back soon. What's my favorite thing about myself? That is a hard question. He seemed in. I don't think so, Grace. I appreciate that, but Chris is very nice. He's been our server before. Before the stream, I of course asked. Pronouns confirmed. He, him. He's nice, but no, not interested. And I'm also not into men. So, hi, Kelly G. Thank you. Oh, Kelly Joe in Discord. Got it. Hello, Kelly G. Sushi time, baby. Hello, Heather. Hello, Marissa. I know, crazy. And if someone who's sitting in the chat right now wants to subscribe, it's only $2.69, and you can talk and chat and get to know us and participate. And it also really helps me. So thank you, Tavi, for subscribing. 511th subscriber. Thank you. We hit 500 last night, which is awesome. We're on our way to 600, I guess. And we are now 14 away from our goal, which is great. Thank you, Tavi. Thank you. With cute outfits and accessories. Cool. Do you prefer people to ask your pronouns? Totally. Brittany has a question. Ask away. Thank you, Alondra, for subscribing. Hello. Welcome to the lovelies. Thank you, Katie. What do I need? We can talk later, Irish. We can talk later. Send me a message on Discord, all right? Yeah, sub only is nice. Hello, Margaret. What color is my headband today? It is kind of hard to tell. It's purple, as are my earrings. It's because I have this like red umbrella above me that's kind of washing out the colors. Hi, Brittany. I'm good. Was it you that had a question? Someone had a question. I love sub only. Me too. Sub only is great. Hello, everyone. Hi, Veronica. Let's see the nails. Yeah, they're red. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. What kind of restaurant are we at today? I'm at a sushi restaurant. I did get my nails done. I got them done last Friday. Right? Yes, Friday. Thank you, Bay, for subscribing. 513. We're 12 away from our goal. Thank you, Bay. You're very sweet. Thank you. Welcome. Had to run to the courthouse. Cool. Well, welcome back. Love sushi. I know we got 3 rolls, so it's going to be a lot of sushi. We got a mango tuna roll. We got a rainbow roll, which gives $1. This restaurant is great. Thank you for subscribing, Artemis. Hello, Leah. They give $1 for every time someone orders this roll for Pride Month. The rainbow roll, of course, rainbow, Pride, giving $1 to the SF of course, San Francisco LGBT Center. So it's good. We're supporting SF LGBT Center today with $1. Artemis, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Welcome, C, for subscribing, 516. And Mason. Wow, Mason and C, welcome both of you. Thank you for being here. I love this. Princess Kia May, thank you. We are now 7 away from our goal of 525 subscribers. Y'all, I love this so much. This warms my heart. Y'all are the best. It makes it so much easier when we're able to be in sub. Thank you, Samantha G, for subscribing. Hello and welcome. It makes it so much easier because we can turn things off and just kind of have a little bit of a safe space for a while. And we'll turn on the comments eventually, but it's just nice to be able to pick and choose when we let the craziness in. And there's people who are not subscribed, who are not able to be subscribed for whatever reason, who are not like trolls. Trust me, I know. Someone messaged me the other day and was like, how dare you say that everyone who's not subscribed is a troll? I if I implied it, I apologize. Hi Samantha. Uh, that's not what I think. There are definitely trolls there, but sadly, it's hard to like filter them out. You know? Okay, C has a question. They said, part one, if a friend is non-binary but hasn't told us how we should navigate. Hi, Jalen. Hello. I'm not sure what do you mean by do you mean like what the pronouns are? C, is that what you mean? Um, like how do you know what their pronouns are? Do I get the same comments in person as you do on here? Absolutely not. In fact, several people have come up to me since I left my house this morning, and this is not a brag, just to prove a point that like they were just like excited to see me, and I was excited to see them, and we took pictures together, and it was like, oh, selfie, I love it. Great. People are nice. Yeah, people are actually really nice in person. Thank you. Reserved, is that the reserve sign? No, copyright. Hello, copyright. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Techno, for subscribing. Thank you, Jasmine, for subscribing. 3 subscriptions. Oh my God. We're 4 away from our goal. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the more chill version of the stream. Thank you. It means so much that y'all subscribe. Truly, thank you so much. I said Jasmine, right? I said thank you to Jasmine. Yes, 3 away. Thank you, Jasmine. Question: do you ever get down about the hate? That would destroy me. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes, like I try not to let it get to me, and sometimes it doesn't. Thank you. Oh! Those are first. Oh, could I have those last, possibly?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine. Thank you. Um, uh, do I get down? Yeah, I get down about the hate. I totally do. But I have good friends and I've got good support. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean. See, like Lily. Thank you, Sydney. Yeah. Thank you, Ian, for subscribing. We're 3 away, y'all. That was my dessert I ordered. I think I had a miscommunication with the server who said, can we bring those out as they come out? But I guess I thought he meant the sushi, not the dessert. Thank you, Kenzie, for subscribing. Anne and Kenzie, 523. We are 2 away. Yeah, I think your part 2 got filtered. See, I'm sorry. Thank you, Kaylee. But yeah, if your friend has told you they're non-binary, but haven't told you their pronouns, you can always use they, them, or you can just ask, like, what are your pronouns? And what name would you like me to call you? Things like that. I don't know if that helps or not. I started estrogen 6 weeks ago, but I've been out for 7 years. Wow, Jasmine. Congratulations, my friend. Good for you. What are your pronouns? Just so I make sure I know. Congratulations. That's huge. It's wild how much time and energy people put into online hating. They don't even actually know. I know. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. They haven't told you they're non-binary. But you know for sure? How do you know for sure? My sister just came out to my family and my dad isn't too fond. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She, her, they, them. Okay, cool, Jasmine. Good to know. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Here's our sparkling water with lime juice, which is the exact thing that I needed today. But my day's going great so far. Hope this is a festive. Do I ever miss the devil's lettuce? Asks Kenzie. There are times when I'm like feeling sad or bad that my body will like in a base way crave it, but then that's like my animal brain, right? And then I think like, oh, I remember, and it's not that hard to remember how miserable I was and how bad of a thing it was for me. I am sober, Christina. I don't do alcohol. I don't do I don't even do caffeine. Nothing. I just work better that way. It's not at all a judgment on people who do. It's just not for me. Gotcha. Oh, okay, I understand. See, they posted about it. Okay. Well, if you know they're non-binary, I wouldn't own up to the fact that you like looked at their Reddit, because that's kind of private, right? Even though it's technically not private, it's like anyone can see it, but you don't need to, like, don't call them anything different. Call them the pronouns they've asked you to call them. Pretend like you never saw that and just wait. And you could always like drop a hint that you're supportive of non-binary people in a very vague way, but I would even be careful with that, because you don't want them to think that you stumbled across it, because you want them to feel like they have the power to come out to you when they're ready. Hello, Tara. My mom's here, everyone. Hi, Mama. My mom is incredible. For those of you who are wondering, are Lily's parents supportive? The answer is yes, and she's right here. Mom, I'm sorry if you get any nasty messages, but please also send my mom. You know what? How about this? All the lovelies, feel free to go to my mom and send her nice messages because she deserves nice messages, and I love my mom. Ooh, that's a lot of lime juice. Perfect. They really didn't mess around. Yeah, no caffeine. Why do some people use she, they pronouns? It's just a personal preference. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're non-binary. Sometimes it suggests that you could like use they a little bit more than you would otherwise, but it's kind of just personal preference. You can always ask someone whether you're not. Wait, you can also always ask anyone whether you think they're cis or not. Hey, what are your? Oh yeah. You can always ask for pronouns. Yeah. So my daughter is 8. Oh, this is a good one, Tanisha. Hello, Tanisha. Hi. My daughter is 8, and she's brought up she likes girls. How should I go about it? First off, thank you for trusting me with this information, Tanisha. I'm obviously, I don't really know who you are, but I'm happy to answer this for you. Thank you, Lils, for subscribing, and thank you, Jessica Munier, for subscribing. For both of you, welcome. Wow, we just hit our goal, 525. Incredible. Thank you to both of you. Wow. That's so nice. Thank you, everyone. We're at 526 now. I see 526. Incredible. Thank you, everyone. This just having y'all subscribed makes such a huge difference in terms of being able to make ends meet. It really does. Thank you so much. Hello, Kristen. Okay, so if your daughter says she likes girls, you don't really need to make. In fact, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it because you don't want her to think that like coming out as gay is something she shouldn't be able to do, or that it's going to evoke a big reaction, or that it's something she should like brace herself for. You should encourage her to be. Let me back that up. Here's how you should react. Mom, I like girls. Oh, cool, great. Thanks for telling us, right? I said, thank you, Tokyo, for subscribing. Welcome, Tokyo. Just say, oh, cool, great, thanks for telling me, right? And you don't need any more info than that. Like, it could be that this is, something they're exploring. Maybe they are gay, maybe they're lesbian, maybe they're bi, maybe they're not, maybe they're just figuring things out. Hi, sorry about the miscommunication with the mochi. I didn't realize that was what you were implying.
Oh, don't worry about
Yeah.
it. We have the mochi in the freezer for you.
Great.
They banged it out real fast, but
Thank you.
I got a freezer there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, anything else in any other order is fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Chris. And this, you really didn't skimp on the lime. Could I hold on to them? Here, you can definitely take this, but
Okay.
I want to be able to tell people what it is I'm eating. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I definitely accept her on pan. Oh, great. So, okay, cool. Because Tanisha, when I meet people for the first time and it's like, my kid came out as gay, what do I do? It's like, I don't know if you're supportive or not. Like, I couldn't read through the lines there. But your pans, you're good. Just, I would just say, cool, thanks for telling me. Don't make a big deal out of it. Make sure she knows she's accepted. And that's it. I mean, that's the whole thing with being gay. It really isn't a big deal. It's great. Gotcha. Thank you, your favorite mod. I appreciate it. Hold on. There's some. Oh, we said thank you to Tokyo. Oh my God, all the rolls are here. Hold on. Okay, there's some comments I'm going to catch up on, but we just got our rolls delivered, so hold on.
I will give you your utensil.
Yes, that would be great. And some. Oh, there's soy sauce right there. Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Ooh. Thank you. So rainbow, mango, take a mango, and a buri. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Perfect. Appreciate it. Yep, you can just put it right here. That works. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Love you, Tara. Thank you. Your favorite mod. Would one use they, them as their pronouns? Why would someone use they, them as their pronouns? Got it. So we'll say, take the example of a non-binary person who is not a man and is not a woman, is neither, right? Non-binary. So doesn't adhere to the gender binary of man, woman. Maybe they're somewhere in the middle, or maybe they're neither. In that case, they might not want to be referred to as he or she. So instead, they would just use they, which is the gender neutral pronoun that actually we all use, right? Like We use it every day. You might say like, oh yeah, someone dropped their wallet. Who dropped their wallet? Or Amy will be back soon. Can you ask them to pick me up some milk at the store though? And can you ask them to pick me up some milk? That's them, right? You can refer to you, Amy, as them. It's just non-binary people often who use they, them pronouns only want to be referred to as they and them. That's it. It's just kind of like, don't no he, no she, just they. It's like a smaller bank of pronouns you can pull from. Happy birthday, Lonnie. I told my mom I like girls and she said that's cool. That's the way it should be. No doggy today, Jalen. Okay, we said from Tanisha. Thank you to Tokyo said thank you to whoever gifted a sub. Whoever that was, thank you. I'm not gay, but growing up, my mom always told me no matter what, she would always love me. I love that. Okay, someone's answering Amy. A kid could be going through a phase, but yeah, as long as I have your support, great. Okay, hold on, let me back it up a little bit so I can see everything. I don't want to miss any comments. Kid went through a phase, yes. Thank you, Jessica. Sun came out to me and it was an honor. Yeah, totally. I know it looks so good, Claire, right? Hi, Andrea. I don't know about leftovers. I might be able to finish this. Does hormone treatment help with voice changing? It does not help trans women. So once your voice my voice got low when I was like 15, right? Testosterone did that to my voice. Estrogen can't bring it back up. But the other way around, like a trans man, for example, who goes on to testosterone, their voice will drop significantly. But it's a one-way street. Hello, Mara. What is this place? We're at a Zumo. I know, it looks so good. Thank you, everyone. Never tried sushi, Rihanna? Love that. Am I sunburned? It's the lighting. As a queer kid myself, a loving parent is so important. I agree. Oh, really, Michael? Nice. You should do Cameo so you can send people advice and videos. I do Cameo. I have a Cameo up. It's like the lowest price you can make a Cameo. So if you want to, if me talking to you personally for 3 minutes and costing $15 is worth it to you, send me a request. I love doing them. I just like ramble. And I can talk about whatever you want. Or just like talk about nothing, which I'm very good at. But I do have a Cameo. It's easier to understand hearing it from someone. Yeah, totally. I get that, Amy. I get that. Hold on, backing it up. It's very annoying that people forget they, them has always been used in the singular. It is, I know. No, hormone treatment does not help with voice changing for trans women. For me, particular, like trans women, you can't make your voice higher, but you can make your voice lower. But I wouldn't want to do that. I did not get my lips done. No, I think I put a little bit more lipstick on today, maybe a little bit higher than normal. Hi, Tiffany. Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on all these comments. Hi, Leslie. Had a sushi Rito. Oh, that sounds good. Thank you, Colts. All right, I think I'm good. I've never had sushi. You should try it. Why do religious parents have a tougher time accepting their child? Because a lot of times hate is passed down via the guise of religion. Like prejudice is often disguised as religion. Not always. Like religion isn't inherently prejudiced, but a lot of people make it that way. So that's why. Yeah. My friend and I were approached by Scientology. Oh my God. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Celsi, for subscribing. I might have missed whoever was 527, but we are now 22 away from our goal. Thank you, Celsi. What is the biggest misconception about the trans community? I got you on this one. By far, the biggest misconception about trans people is that we are up to no good. That's the misconception, is that we're up to no good. That we go into bathrooms to cause trouble. We're trying to steal sports from people. We're trying to, take womanhood or whatever. None of it's true. We're not here to cause trouble. We're just here to live our lives. We're just here to, whatever. None of it's true. We're not here to cause trouble. We're just here to live our lives. We're just here to, it's the same thing that everyone does. It's all pretty similar, but like, what we're not here to do is cause trouble. That's the biggest misconception. These earrings are from a craft fair. Kelsey, thank you, Kelsey. Sorry, I'm sure you get that all the time. My bad. Scroll down. Pretty funny they offered us a stress test. I had a good nap. I couldn't wake up. Oh, that is interesting. At local Pride, we had so many protesters. Yeah, I think I'm going to go and interview protesters at Pride this year. I'll make videos about it. You would make a good counselor. Thank you, Samantha. I've considered it. We said no, thank you. We know we're stressed. What advice would you give to young straight teachers trying to relate to the queer community? Just learn. Learn what it means to be trans, right? Because, you know, it's not just if you're straight, if you're cisgender, right? Do you know what it means to be cisgender? Because I'm happy to explain it if it's helpful. Hey, living in Louisiana is tough. Hello, Java Queen. Understand, like, how you know, if a kid comes out to you as trans, that making sure that you protect them, right? That's important. There's a lot of things that you can do as an ally, but it just depends on specifically what you're looking to do. Favorite season and holiday? I love Halloween. I love Halloween. Blanket on my head, and I thought I was pulling it down. It wasn't. It's funny. Didn't ask for any details. Just around the corner. Yeah. People protesting are not going to hold back. Oh, I can take it. Don't worry. I mean, come on. You've seen what happens to me when I'm out and about sometimes, or just in the comments section. I want to go to those events and like make the protesters look silly. That would be my goal. All right, let's make some of my wasabi ginger dipping sauce. So I'm going to take some ginger, take some wasabi and ginger. My star sign is Aquarius. We're going to take this soy sauce here. An art teacher teach emotions. Oh, cool. Well, good for you. Yeah, I mean, if you have specific questions, it sounds like you probably already know a lot if you're like in that realm. But if you have specific questions or like instances that I can, you know, give advice on, I'm more than happy to. Thank you, White Heart, for subscribing. Hello and welcome. We are now 21 away from our new goal. Yes, you are new sub. Welcome. Thank you. What are we having for lunch? We're having sushi. Are all 3 sushi rolls visible? Yes, they are. Perfect. Thank you, Courtney Elizabeth, for subscribing. We are now 20 away from our goal. It's so exciting. Hello, welcome. I love new people. Hi, everyone. And it's only $2.69 for the first month. And then it's $2.99. So it's really not that big a difference after the first month. Thank you, Tiana. I know what I'm getting for dinner. Yeah. Okay. Should we start with the mango tuna roll, the tuna salmon roll, or the rainbow roll? What should we start with? What do you think? What do we think? On while your sushi recommendation that for those of us who don't like fish, mango or rainbow? I mean, sushi, it's kind of hard to get around if you don't like fish. I would say a California roll has imitation crab, but it's not very fishy. That's a pretty easy one to start with.
All right, looking good, my dear.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you. I don't want to hold anything up, so if you need me to...
The house is yours.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Cool. You're going to be here like for a while?
Yeah, at least a half an hour.
Oh, okay. And you're leaving at the end of a half hour?
3:15, 3:30. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Just bring me the check whenever you need me to do it.
Love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we'll start with a rainbow because this is a roll that is giving $1 to the SF LGBTQ Center, which is very cool if you ask me. California roll is good. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the California roll that much, but it's kind of like the beginner roll. It's like sushi with training wheels, if that makes sense. Chris is very nice. Very nice. Did the video? No, that happened like a year ago, but I reposted it because I wanted people to see it again. All right. Oh, no, that's not the right one. This is the rainbow roll. Okay, so there's crab in there, crab salad, and maybe, what's the white fish on top? Maybe hamachi. Didn't go well. Really good. That crab salad is very good. Wow. Wow. Good stuff. And giving money to, it's only $1, but it feels good. I have so many kids who don't believe it's okay to be gay. Yeah, I mean, here's what I would recommend, Kelsey. The best way to get through to people like that, kid or adult, is to be calm when you talk. Because it's easy to let emotions get kicked up and be like, well, you're wrong, right? But ask questions, right? Try to break down their logic with questions, right? If they say, well, you know, it's not right. I'm like, well, why is it not right? And they say, well, my parents said it's not right. Well, why did your parents say it wasn't right? Like, keep asking, because eventually you'll get them to a place where their point of view doesn't make sense. Start there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kelsey. There's a Philly roll. I do like, oh yeah, Philly roll's good. Philly roll's good. Like, sushi is so bad. It's not bad at all. Opinion, thank you. Or no, not opinion, option. Thank you, option. Also, we got some good gifts, and I've been neglecting to read them, and I am so sorry. I want to like sushi so bad. It's good though. If you can get past it, it's so good. Oh, thank you, Claire. All right, some gifts. I apologize. If you've never been here before, these all come through either Cash App or Venmo or PayPal, and people will add messages to them, and I will read them out loud. If you want to have your message read out loud, you certainly can. All of the stuff is in my bio. The Cash App and Venmo is written out specifically. It's Lillytino. Just make sure you spell Lily right. And the PayPal is a little bit deeper in there. But yeah, thank you. Option for the Galaxy. Makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Good, Kelsey. Good. Fried Philly, yeah. Mwah. Good luck with everything, Kelsey. You're doing important work. Okay, we got some very nice gifts. The first is from, it's $1, from Mars and Ashley. Of course, Mars is a trans kid, trans boy, trans, not man yet, but getting there. We love Mars. Mars, of course, whenever he's ready, can let him and his mom can let me know. Thank you, Kelsey. Or no, that was Kelsey for the finger heart. Thank you. And Lorraine, thank you for the Galaxy. That is so nice. Thank you, Lorraine. Mwah. I know those aren't cheap, and they look very cool, and I appreciate them greatly. Thank you, Lorraine. Cheers to you, my friend. Ooh. Mm. Thank you. And thank you, of course, to Ashley and Mars. When you're ready for that binder, you let me know. I will purchase it for you whenever you're ready. And they said, adore you, great fit, from Mars & Co. Thank you, both of you. Mwah. Thank you. Love y'all. Also, thank you to Tristan. Hello, Tristan. They sent $3. Thank you, Tristan. And said, I know it's not much. First off, any gift goes to the same place. It's gas in the tank to keep the stream moving. Because, yes, we need to pay for the sushi, but also in order for me to be able to wake up and do this every day, I must be able to pay my rent. It all goes to the same place, which is expenses. So anytime you gift, be it $1, $50, or $3, all goes to the same place. You're putting gas in my tank. Thank you. Tristan said, I know it's not much, but I love watching your lives. Thank you, Tristan. I'm glad you're here. Also, thank you to Courtney. Hello, Courtney. Courtney sent $10. Thank you. I am not.
You know who that is?
I do not.
Trans activist.
Oh, Veronica Ivy?
Veronica Ivy, yeah. Look her up. You look just like her.
Oh.
She was on Trevor Noah a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was going to say, keep on the good work.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Do we know who Veronica Ivy is? Hello, Jamie. Hi. Thank you. Anyone know who Veronica Ivy is? Do I do charity streams? We've done some fundraisers. The last time I did one, it was a very lukewarm reception to it. And it kind of bummed me out because we tried to and nothing really happened. So not often, but I'm open to them. I'd like to do another one. I certainly don't have the following that a Mercury Stardust has to be able to do that. I know she does the big healthcare one every year, which is great. Courtney, hello, thank you. Courtney sent $10 and sent a hand heart emoji. Said, love listening to your lives. Sending love. Thank you, Courtney. Sending love right back to you, my friend. Much appreciated. I'm going to eat a sushi roll in your honor. Okay, you ready for this? Opinion or option. I keep reading it as opinion. Option. Damn, you took my #1 gifted bet. It's funny. Okay, we tried the rainbow roll. Let's now try the mango roll. Okay, so this has tuna and mango inside. Ooh, get back on there. All right, tuna and mango. Here we go. Oh, wow. Thank you, Courtney. Mwah, thank you. That's good. That mango's working for me. I must say, not good. I would be Tokyo. I actually just upgraded my graphics card so that I could do a little bit more game streaming. It's great.
Awesome.
Thank you. I want to play the new Elden Ring DLC, so we'll see. Veronica Ivy is a competitive cyclist and trans woman. Interesting. Do I look like her? She's great? Okay, cool. I know you stream games on Discord, but yeah, maybe I'll do some on Twitch today. Do I listen to Chappell Roan? You know, just the on Saturday night, Emily had me listen to it for the first time while we were getting ready, and I liked her. Very gay. I love that. It's not like my particular taste in music, but it's also not my taste, if that makes sense. I would listen to it again. I like it. but my taste is not really her type of music. That being said, if someone was like, let's go see Chappell Roan, I'd be like, okay, cool. I don't think you look like her, but she seems like a cool person. Okay, cool. Have I watched Twin Peaks? I think I watched the first episode a long time ago, but I've not seen the whole thing. All right, this is the tuna salmon spicy roll. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Wow. Wow. The shiso comes through too. It's kind of like an herby flavor on top of like the mayo and the tuna and the salmon. Very good. Okay. Favorite musical artist? Probably Polo and Pan. I love Polo and Pan. You should open the gates for a little. I think you're right, Claire. It's been too long. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. If you have nice questions, feel free to ask them. If you have not nice questions, you will be ignored. Hi, everyone. Okay, I will say that as delicious as these rolls are, they are falling apart quite a bit on me today. Maybe it's just because my chopstick skills are bad. What kind of GPU do I have? 460 Ti, 4060 Ti. Who's my biggest celebrity crush? I don't know if I have one. That's a tough one. I mean, I don't know. I don't follow celebrity stuff too often. There are celebrities I think are attractive. I'm going to say Finster. How about that? Love Finster. Yeah, sometimes I'll respond on Insta, but like not always. Your best shot is to ask questions here, really. Someone said, ask some questions. Ask the questions here. Ask questions here because I don't typically do DM stuff. It's no problem. Background is so pretty. Do I like Radiohead? I like Radiohead. Finster is cute as heck. Yeah. So is his girlfriend, Ashley. Ask a genuine question. Yeah, love a girl. Feel free to ask a genuine question. I love genuine questions. Please do. Ooh, Aesop Ramen. Hello. Great question, Aesop. Give Chris my card. There you go, my friend. Sorry about that. I know I take forever. Even once you go, is it okay if I like sit here for a little bit?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, the house is yours.
Great.
We're here till 10 o'clock. So.
Great. I won't be that long,
I know.
but yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Aesop Ramen says, I'm straight, but I really want to try drag, but I have no idea how to get started. Any advice? Yes. I would say start by going to, first off, straight. Are you a straight man? I'm gonna look at your, yes. Okay. I see straight man. I'm assuming. Tell me if I'm wrong, but go to a drag show. Go to a drag show in your area. You can also start on like Reddit, see what kind of, how to do drag makeup. You can start learning that first, but go to a drag show and start talking to drag queens, right? Ask them how they got into it. See what, try and figure out what the scene is around you, what kind of opportunities there are to perform or to learn. There might be like workshops around you, depending. And just take it from there, because I would imagine that like most cities are different in terms of, what kind of workshops or, events they have. I'm seeing a drag show later this week, which I'm very excited for. So yeah. Do you think it's dangerous for trans women to compete against cis women in contact sports? No. I mean, I think one of the things that this question tells me. Thank you again. Okay? Yeah. Have a great day.
Well.
Thank you. You're very sweet. The people were talking about how nice you are.
Oh, so. Thank you. I appreciate that. Made my day. Appreciate that.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
This question kind of gets at the idea that trans women might be getting into contact sports so that they can rough up cis women, which they certainly aren't. Just because someone is a little bit taller doesn't mean they're better at sports, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a terrible athlete. I am 6 foot tall. But I am a terrible athlete. And someone could be a foot shorter than me, and if they were a better athlete than me, which wouldn't be very difficult, even if they were a cis woman, they could tackle the heck out of me, and I would be helpless, right? So trans women competing in women's sports overall is totally fine and should be allowed. Now, in the event that a cis man decides he wants to, like, that's that new, like, there's like a Ben Shapiro movie out there, I forget what it's called, but it's like these men who like are like, well, we want to win sports, so why don't we just pretend to be women? And they show up with like wigs and like, it's like an anti-trans movie. To prevent against an event like that happening, which is not okay, right? That's just like trans or cis men trying to win against women. There's rules in place where you can't have like testosterone in your body. There's that might like give you any sort of edge, but once you're within the guidelines, like, do it, right? There's so many things that affect performance, so many things. And also, probably the most important sentence I would leave you with is this: for every one instance that you hear about a trans woman winning in sports, for every time you see that in the news, there's 1,000 instances of a trans woman losing in sports. It's not like anytime a trans woman shows up, she wins. We lose all the time, most often. It's hard to win in sports. Okay. Okay. So, we got a very nice gift that just came through. A couple of them that really just came through, or really nice gifts that just came through. These are very nice. Oh, Adriana, you're so sweet. Thank you, Adriana. Adriana sent $5, which is very nice, and said, because sushi is my fave, and so are you. Thank you, Adriana. Mwah. Thank you so much. We love Adriana. Adriana, of course, was on the stream this morning, the Discord stream. She's been around for a long time. We love Adriana. Thank you so much. Let me put my wallet away. Thank you, Adriana. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Also, thank you to... Holy crap. Okay. Someone sent $50. Can I say their name? I don't want to say... Because this is a very nice gift, and I don't want this person to get hate. Okay. I'm going to eat a piece of sushi, and then I'm going to read this gift. This is a very, very generous gift. Hold on. Wow. Incredible. This is from Jess. We love Jess. Jess is someone who is not like super new, but I would say like she's somewhere in between a veteran and a newbie, which is a pretty big spectrum. She's been around for several months. She's been, especially a few months ago, we had a pretty big rough patch with our community about some terrible things I said like 13 years ago, but things that I have owned up to and apologized for. And there are certain people who didn't stick around for that and certain people who did. Jessica was one of the people who did. And it makes such a big difference to have people who accept me as a mistake, as someone who makes mistakes, but also as someone who is doing their best to be the best person they can. And she's always so sweet. She is funny. She brings life into the chat. And I'm glad she's a lovely. She sent $50 and said, I truly hope that you know and never second guess the fact that you are loved. Thank you. I usually don't. But I appreciate the reminder, because sometimes, especially like this morning when I was going through trying to gather some footage for a video that I was hoping to make, I saw a bunch of videos out there that really were pretty hurtful. And it super bummed me out. And Jess was there for that, I think, right? I was talking to Emily because she was there, and she was also there with me like for a little while, and we, until she went back home. But she said something to the effect of like, after we got recognized on the street, she was like, "Hey, it's a good reminder that when people see you in person, and what the lovelies say, like that you are loved. Like it's more love than hate. It's just the haters are so freaking loud about it." So it means a lot. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate it. Excuse me, looking all good. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. All right. Let's now. Okay, someone said. Oh. No. Let's go back to cisgender. Oh, hold on. Was that maybe a mispin? That's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna go ahead back to the sub only for a little bit. We will be back. We're gonna put it away for a little bit. We're just gonna take a breather together as a community. Be nice. Did I brush someone off? What happened? Did someone feel like they were brushed off? I missed it. There's a lot of comments going through. Let me know. I don't want to. If I started talking about something and I forgot, ask for an explanation of what cis means. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to. Hello, Roxy. Woo! That was way too much soy sauce. Well, these are going to be nice and salty now. Okay. Well, I certainly didn't mean to brush anyone off. I don't know who specifically was talking about getting brushed off, but I apologize if it felt like that. Someone was saying they asked how to send money. Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. There are a lot of comments. Hi, Lily. I asked a while ago how to give money. What? Did I say that? Really? I don't know if I said that, but I'm sorry if that. I'm sorry. I can't imagine I would say that. Thank you for asking. If you go to my bio, there is Venmo and Cash App there if you want. And then also a PayPal in my link tree. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Thank you, Scar. I appreciate that. I know the sushi is amazing. Welcome back, Kaya. Hello, everyone. Okay, an explanation on what cis means. Got it. So, cis is simply the opposite of trans, okay? In the simplest terms. If you are not trans, you are cis. Just like if you are not left, you're right. If you're not up, you're down, right? You're one or the other. If you're not left-handed, you're right-handed. Now, I understand that I'm not explaining what cis means, but know that it is a Latin prefix that is the opposite of trans. Trans means on the other side of, like transatlantic flight, the other side of the Atlantic. Cis is the opposite, so on the same side of, right? Like cis table would mean on the same side of this table, right? These are on the same side of the table. They're cis table, right? It doesn't sound good, but that's what it means. Okay, so what cis and trans are referring to? Venmo or Cash App? If you look in my link tree, there is a PayPal which you can use from the UK. I'm sorry if it came off. Maybe there was a misunderstanding of some kind, but yes, PayPal. If you're in the UK, there's a PayPal, and I'd love to read your message. Thank you, and thank you, Alex, for subscribing. Hello, we're 19 away. Very cool. Thank you, Becca. What does it mean to be cisgender? What does it mean to be transgender if they're opposites of each other? Neither is an insult. I want to preface that because a lot of people feel like cis is an insult. Is not. In the same way that like calling someone left-handed or brown-haired or brunette, I guess, or blonde or brunette, like neither are better. It's not like brown hair is superior to blonde or vice versa. They're simply just opposites, or not opposites, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay. It all comes down to when you're assigned at birth. You're assigned a gender at birth, okay? A lot of people struggle with this concept. If you are someone who is willing to learn today, I ask that you please open your mind here, because if you can understand what I'm about to tell you, everything else will follow, and you will get what I'm talking about like 99% more times, 99% more. Okay, so when you come out of the womb, they look at your body parts and they say, okay, you're a boy, you're a girl, right? They look at your body parts and you're one or the other, boy or girl, right? We all agree on this. Now, Are they correct? Now, you might say yes. Yeah, of course they're correct, right? They're correct because, and this is not me saying what I believe, but saying like, yeah, well, if you have a P, that makes you a boy, and if you have a V, that makes you a girl, right? Duh, easy. We all have learned that from day one, that body parts determine your gender, right? It's not true. It's something that is probably the single most difficult relearning that people have to do when coming to terms about what it means to be transgender. That body parts actually do not determine gender, right? A non-binary person is not cisgender. So, okay, so what does it mean to have a gender that's assigned? It means that when you're born, independent of what the world is saying, let's say you're born into a void, right? You just pop up into existence. There's no one around you. You're like floating in space, okay? You're either going to be a boy or a girl or a non-binary person. Those are the three options. You look inside and you say, who am I? Boy? No. Girl? Yes. Okay? It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm kind of getting off topic here, but what I'm saying is your body parts don't determine what your gender is. Gender is something that is so much bigger than your body parts, than your flesh and your bones. Gender is how you walk, it's how you talk, it's how you socialize, it's how you dress, it's how you emote, it's how you do all these different things. Just having like one body part or the other doesn't determine what kind of socialization you're more likely to do, doesn't determine what kind of clothes you're going to wear. It's such a reductionist thing to say, yeah, body part equals gender. Now, here's the thing. Here's the rub. Body parts do not determine gender, but they will oftentimes indicate it, right? And I've yet to think of like a good example, a good metaphor of this, where 90% of the time, if you have a P, you will end up being a man. But 10% of the time, you will not. So when you come out of the womb and you have a P, they're like, well, 90% of people who have a P are going to be a boy. So we'll just call it a boy. And if 90% of people who have a V are most likely to be a girl, then we might as well just call it a girl, right? But there is a 10% chance, or whatever the percentage is, that you might not be the gender you're assigned at birth, right? They might get it wrong. It's a low chance, but it's possible, okay? So if the gender you were assigned, right, if you have a P and they say you're a boy, and then you grow up and you realize, yeah, no, I'm a boy. That's definitely, they got it right. The gender I am inside is the gender they assigned me. That means you're cisgender, okay? That means that your gender on the inside is the same as the gender they assigned you. So you might not even think that there is a difference, like they assigned you a gender or the one you are inside. It doesn't matter because they both are your gender, right? But what if they assign you a gender and it's not your gender? And actually it's like they gave you a pair of shoes that don't fit, or a t-shirt that's too tight or too big, right? You like put on the shirt, you put on the shoes, and it's like, this doesn't work for me. Like, this isn't my size. I don't fit this, right? So at that point, you must disregard or dispose of the gender you were given, like ignore it, and assume the gender you've always been, right? So if your gender on the inside is different than the one that you were assigned, that makes you transgender, okay? Does that make sense? I know that was a little bit more rambling than normal, but I was trying to be very specific about it. Any solution for what issue, Ayla? I feel like there has to be more options than just trans or cis. There's actually not, Alex. Like, it's not like there's up, down, and something else. You're either up or you're down, right? You're either left or you're right. It is a binary thing. Because think about it this way. The definition of being trans is that you do not identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. Okay, so for me, I was assigned male at birth, but I'm not male, right? So I'm not identifying with the gender I was assigned at birth, which means that I'm by definition trans. Either you identify with it or you don't. It is a binary choice. I was assigned the gender male. I either am a male or I'm not. So I either am cis or I'm trans. It's one or the other, right? When it's a binary choice, there's only two outcomes, which is trans and cis. Now, if there was a third outcome, then maybe there'd be something else, but there isn't. So what if you kind of identify with it? Then you might not, like, you have to fully identify with it to identify with it, right? You can't just be like, oh, maybe a little bit of man, maybe sometimes more feminine. That means you're not a man. You're maybe non-binary, which is not identifying with the gender you're assigned at birth. What do you say to people who respectfully say they do not want to be called cis? Good question, Christine. So, non-binary people are by definition trans because they do not identify with the gender they are assigned at birth. That the definition of trans is not identifying as the gender you were assigned at birth. Non-binary people fit that description, therefore they are trans, okay? So when people say that they're not cis, it's very silly, okay? Because either you are cis or you are trans. There is no in between. There is no third option. Just like, so think about it this way, Christine. In the 80s, when people were just learning about what it means to be gay, people, like, the concept, the very concept of being gay was occurring to people for the first time. It's like, wait, a man can love another man and a woman can love another woman? Like, what? This concept was new. So when we have a new concept, we need a word for it. We said, okay, it's called being gay. All right, so people are like, okay, if you're a man who likes another man, you're gay. A woman who likes another woman, you're gay. Got it. So wait, what's the opposite of gay? Because if I'm not gay, then what does that make me? And people said, oh, you're cis. Or sorry, not cis, you're straight. That's the word we came up with. The opposite of gay is straight, all right? People had problems with that. There was a knee-jerk reaction that said, don't call me straight. There was a whole movement of people who got really upset about the word straight, because even though no one has a problem with the word straight in 2024, everyone knows you're straight or you're gay, right? Or bi, or like there's a lot of different other things, but straight and gay are kind of like the two main categories. People had a problem with it because if you have a word that normalizes something, right? Like, oh yeah, that person's just gay, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's a word for it. It's gay. As opposed to like unwell or ill. No, they're just gay, right? And then you're compared to that thing. It feels like an insult. Like, no. Don't even like compare me to gay people. I'm not straight. I'm just normal. Because it's implying that anything else other than straight is normal, which they don't think it is. It's the same thing. The existence of the word straight implies the validity of being gay. The existence of the word gay necessitates the word straight. They must exist together. Same thing with trans people and cis people. The concept, the idea that trans people exist means that the word cis must exist. It's one or the other. You need an opposite. You cannot, like, if we just had left and not right, there would be no right. There would be no left. Like, you have to have both for them to have meaning. You can't just say, oh yeah, you go left. Well, what's the word for that direction? I don't know. You need left and you need right for either to have meaning, okay? You need cis and you need trans for either of them to have meaning. There's no value judgment. The existence of the word cis implies the validity of the word trans. If cis people exist, that means that trans people exist. And people don't want trans people to exist. People don't like the idea that trans people exist. So if they're being called this new word, which is not an insult, in fact, it's simply a descriptive adjective. If they're being called this thing that implies the validity and like the normality of trans people, like, oh yeah, no, trans people, they're normal. They have a word now, right? Then the word cis, in some ways to them is an insult, right? So that is why when people say, don't call me cis, I always think back of the people who are like, don't call me straight. I'm just normal. There's no insult to calling someone straight. It simply tells you who they are, right? It gives you an idea of their identity. The same way that we need the words left-handed and right-handed. It's not just you're handed. We need these words. You brown hair, blonde hair. It's not that you just have hair. People have different color hair, so we need ways to describe the color of their hair. We need we need words that describe people's gender. Right? Isn't it classified as normal because it's the majority? I mean, you could say that, people who, what's a good example of this? That people who can use both of their legs are normal, but does that mean you're suggesting that people who don't have use of their legs are weird or like like unwell or should be treated differently. You don't say that people who have their use of their legs are normal, because that's an insult to people who don't have use of their legs, right? Um, you don't say that people, like, even if the majority of people in the world have brown hair, you don't say, oh yeah, having brown hair, that's the normal way to have hair. People who have red hair, no, we don't even want to talk about that, right? It doesn't make any sense. You either have brown hair or you have red hair. There's not like a normal hair to have. There's hairs that are more common. Like, it's more common to have brown hair than red hair. Absolutely. Just like it's more common to be cis than trans. But it doesn't mean that like having normal hair means brown hair. Just like being cis isn't like the normal thing. You're just cis. Being trans, it's less common, but you still have a word for it. And implying that one is normal and one isn't normal is an insult to trans people. It's just being precise in your language. Exactly, Amy. Yeah. So I will step off my soapbox now. But the point is, if you're someone who like respectfully says, don't call me cis, you're missing the point. By not allowing people to call you cis, you are in fact calling trans people not normal. You are insulting trans people by not being willing to use this new word that helps us be normal, right? Yeah, if you just said, I'm a normal person. I have brown hair, I'm straight, all these different things. You don't know what that is. You need words. You need to say, I have brown hair. I am 6 foot tall. I'm not normal height. What's normal height? I mean, there's a normal range, but some people are like 4 foot tall. There's little people. There's super tall people. You can't be a normal height. What does that even mean? Just like you can't be a normal, like you can't have normal hair. You can't be normal whatever. Everyone is who they are, and nothing is weird. Being cis isn't weird. Being trans isn't weird. We just are. That's it. I don't think it's insulting trans because people are a minority. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, Alex, I really don't understand where you're coming from, my friend. I'm happy to have this conversation, but it seems like you're missing my point. How do you go about someone who's they, them? If they are they, them, does that mean they are she/he? No. That means you just say they. So, like, makes sense why there's resistance to it. Alex, I want to have this conversation with you. I'm telling you right now, you're not making sense. Like, I don't understand what your point is. Like, what you said is, I don't think it's insulting because trans people are a minority. That sentence I don't understand what point you're trying to make. Like, I'm happy to, as long as I can understand you, I'm happy to like have this conversation, but I truly don't understand what your retort to my point was, like, at all. Should everyone put their pronouns in their work bio? Absolutely. Trans people don't get offended over being called trans. Same should go for cis people. Yeah, it's real. There's no insult happening. Is they, them mostly non-binary people? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not a rule, but if someone says, yeah, my pronouns are they, them, I would assume non-binary, but I wouldn't like say it out loud until they told me for sure, if that makes sense. You may ask a question, Samantha G. You absolutely may. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, the whole don't call me cis argument is much bigger than the word cis and the word trans. It comes down to people thinking that being trans is weird and being trans isn't normal. That's really the argument that's being made. Someone who says, yeah, the word cis is an insult is ultimately saying that being trans is weird, so let's not normalize it. Like, that's really what they're saying. That's like what, even if they don't know that's what they're saying, that's what they're saying. Oh, cool, Rashi. They, them could be like Mrs. Your status is no one's business. I'm not sure what you mean, Jillian. If they use they, them pronouns, they wouldn't use Mrs. or Mr. They'd actually use mix, MX. In this day and age, normal is no longer normal. I mean, that's one way of thinking about it, but trans people have always been here. It's not like we came out of nowhere. Trans people have always been around. There's trans people from ancient Greece and Rome. There's a trans Civil War soldier. There's trans people in the Middle Ages. Like, you can look it up. They're there. We've always been here. It's just finally we're pushing. We're making a big push in the last decade or so to finally not have to hide anymore. Yeah. Someone asked if they could ask a question. I'm also down to put the comments back on in a little bit because I know we've been a while and the comments seem to have slowed down on sub. So, oh, that's so good. It's so stinking good, yo. Yeah, and like Alex, look, the person who was like saying, trying to make points, like I'm not trying to, I really don't want to try and shut you down here, but I just want to understand your point because it didn't make sense to me. People are diverse. We aren't the same. Yeah. Thank you, baby cowboy, for subscribing. Much appreciated, baby cowboy. Honey, mwah. We're 18 away from our goal. Incredible. Thanks, everyone. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn comments back on. Alex explained what he meant. What? Oh, did he? Or they? I actually don't know Alex's pronouns. What did they say? I'm trying to say I don't think it's insulting to trans saying that cis is the normal. I don't think it's insulting to trans people saying that cis is normal. It is. Got it. I understand what you're saying now, Alex. Thank you for clarifying. It is because let's put it this way. If you go up to a gay person, just like a gay man, all right, not talking about trans people, just a gay man, you said, "Hey, I think that being straight is normal." What do you expect that man would say back to you, right? Like, well, actually, I'm gay and I'm super normal, right? What if you went up to someone, if you have brown hair and you went up to a redhead person and you said, "Hey, having brown hair is normal." They might be like, "Yeah, but also so is red hair," right? Because by saying that like the thing you are is the normal thing, you're implying that the other thing isn't normal, right? Like, because being trans is also normal. There's less trans people in the world, sure, but that doesn't mean that we're not normal, right? It's normal to be a little person. It's normal to be disabled, right? It's less common, but it's still normal, right? All right, cowboy, hit me with the question. What exactly is normal? Right. What is normal? Right? Anything and everyone's normal. We're just different. But the word normal, if you suggest that one thing is normal, you're also suggesting that like the opposite is not. Right? Cis is the default. It's the assumption, but we're all normal. Sure. There's more cis people. If you took any random person in the world, you could probably bet on the fact that they'd be cisgender. But that doesn't mean that trans people aren't normal, right? Same as saying like not being disabled is the norm, right? Yeah, it's like doesn't mean that disabled people aren't normal. They're totally normal, right? Do you think there are any detransitioners that genuinely mistook themselves as trans? You know, I actually talked to someone about this the other day. I won't say who, because they messaged me after I said something to the effect of like all detransitioners are people that get bullied back into the closet. And they were someone who was on testosterone for a long time, trans man, and then kind of just transitioned back. Now goes by she, her, woman. And, you know, I asked them a lot of questions, a lot of like very pointed questions. I'm still very, very hesitant to, because there's still part of me that says like, yeah, like you can't make it that far. Like you can't be on hormones for 10 years and then randomly like go back, like that you weren't trans ever. It doesn't make sense to me. That being said, I still think that like, yeah, vast majority, 99.99% of detransitioners, sure, bully back into the closet. But I don't know how someone can be like. It's one thing if you try on a new name for a month or even 6 months. And it's like, I don't know, actually, I don't know about this. But like 10 years, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, someone might, yeah, I don't know. But it's a very upsetting topic. To be clear, my stance is that 99.999% of detransitioners are people who are bullied back into the closet. I will say that the person I spoke to had a lot of stuff going on that I won't get into that maybe is responsible for why things happened the way they did. But yeah, no, detransitioning is still like something we need to consider as like getting bullied back in the closet, in my mind, for now. I've still yet to be convinced either ways. And if that person that I talked to is watching, hello. You know, I know I asked you a lot of tough questions, and it might be upsetting to hear me say this. I don't know. Just to be on hormones for so long, and it's like such a difficult thing to do. It's such a difficult upstream path to be on. It's like swimming upstream. It's like maybe you swim upstream for a month or 6 months and realize like, oh, this is not the path for me. Like, it's not worth it. But to swim upstream for 10 years, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yes, thank you, baby cowboy. Hello, Sarah Mary. I do not know what you mean by that, Alex. Little gender fluid. That was another thing of like, again, like I won't say, I know that this is going to be upsetting to some people, and I apologize, but like, you know, they said, oh, they went from being like a very masculine presenting, like passing man to like a very feminine woman, like detransitioning. I was like, are you sure you're not just like non-binary? It just doesn't compute to me. It doesn't compute to me. I'm not sure. I don't know what I think about it. Thank you, Isaday. Thank you. And thank you, Clappy Hands. What can I call you? Clap? Thank you, Isaday. Thank you, Clap. My intent is not to hurt people here, but I just really struggle with the idea of detransitioning for more than like, for like people who have come very far in their journey. E, hello, E. Do you think people detransition more often? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Do you think there's going to be more transitioning with gender identity being introduced? No, I don't think so. Okay, so let me give you an example that speaks to what I think is going to happen, all right? In like the 50s, 1950s, for historical context, if you didn't know, and I wasn't alive then, obviously, but it was thought by most, that there was something wrong with being left-handed. If you were in school at this time, not even just the 50s, 60s, maybe 70s, thank you for subscribing, Challen. We are 14 away from our goal. Incredible. Thank you. People thought it was wrong to be left-handed, that there's something wrong with you, and that they would teach left-handed people how to use their right hand. They would like tie their hand behind their back because there's something wrong with being left-handed, which sounds so silly in 2024, but it happened. And a lot of people who are left-handed forced to use their right hand. Now, that's unfortunate. It's not so sad in terms of like forcing them to like, thank you for the money. Appreciate it. Challen, cool. Hi. My hubby used to be smacked by nuns for being left-handed. Yeah, totally. So, point is, people used to think being left-handed was bad. There came a time when people came to reason and realized, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with being left-handed. That's silly. And it didn't take very long for being left-handed to be a thing, right? And in the 1950s, want to guess how many people in the world were quote-unquote left-handed? Like 1%. Maybe less than 1%. Now, that's from people asking, are you left-handed? And then out of nowhere, it becomes okay to be left-handed. So all the people who were like forced into being right-handed actually were like, no, I'm not right-handed, I'm left-handed. The same thing's going to happen with being trans. So for Alex, who was like, oh, are more people going to detransition? No. And in fact, the world population of transgender people is going to increase significantly over the next decade or two. In the same way that people were like, oh, I can actually use my left hand like my instinct is to do. Oh yeah, I'm left-handed, right? In the same way that, oh yeah, I can be the gender that I feel inside. Oh, then yeah, I'm transgender, right? That's happening a lot right now, where people who never thought it was even okay, it was just like some strange urge in them, like something to be ignored, is actually something totally valid and normal. We're going to see those numbers of transgender people in the world increase significantly from what it is now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, which is pretty cool. People are still hateful towards gay folks in 20... Oh, totally. But even still, especially with the internet and with the movement that's happening of trans people refusing to take crap anymore, there's a lot more discussion around what it means to be trans, a lot more people who are coming out. It's not easy to be trans, but there are more resources today. So yes, more people are coming out. They will continue to come out. Even if it's not easy, at least people will like understand that it's a normal thing to experience. Does that make sense? 2 questions. Asking if there's going to be more detransitions with more people who are coming out. No, not. I mean, unless they're bullied back into the closet, which is possible. No. Darcy, hello. Thank you for subscribing. And also someone, Claire, Ciara, and Jaden, thank you for subscribing. Father is still hateful. I tried to educate him. I'm sorry, Lila. I'm sorry. Because they don't fully understand their gender at young ages. Actually, Alex, they really do. Think about it this way. When, like, kids are absolutely bombarded with the concept of gender from day one, right? You have a boy name or a girl name. You have boy clothes or girl clothes. Boy toys, girl toys. You play with, you have boyfriends, girlfriends. All these different things that kids learn, right? Boys act this way, girls act that way. By the time that kids can speak at around 3 years old, they understand fully what it means to be a boy and what it means to be a girl. They know because they've been hearing about it for the last 3 years, okay? It's maybe like the single most important thing that shapes a kid at that age is what gender they're expected to be. Now, at 3 or 4 or 5 years old, a kid knows what gender they're expected to be. And they also know what gender they feel like. Because if a kid gets called a boy name at 4 years old and they don't like it, they can feel that. They can feel that. You can say, Mom, I don't like being called boy name. Can I have girl name? I don't like people saying I'm a boy. I feel like a girl. I don't like wearing shorts. Can I wear a dress? Right? Like, these are simple concepts that kids can understand, okay? Now, a common misconception is that as soon as like a 4 or 5-year-old comes out as trans, that we're like rolling them into the operating room and pumping them full of hormones and, snip, snip, snap, snap. All right, you got your gender affirming surgery, which is not happening. It's simply not happening. Gender affirming surgery doesn't happen until you're at least 18, okay? Hormones don't happen until you hit puberty. There is so much time for kids to socially transition without any kind of like quote unquote permanent choices. Even going on hormone blockers is not a permanent choice. It's not like pressing the stop button, it's pressing the pause button. You can just unpause. If for some reason your kid goes on hormone blockers and like a month later is like, I don't know, Mom, take them off. No harm, no foul. But the fact is that we don't give kids enough credit for knowing who they are. It's not like you have to be a super introspective person to understand that you don't like being called a boy's name. It's really not a terribly difficult thing to do. It's a very simple concept that kids can grasp pretty easily, especially because gender is something they're bombarded with. So I am going to go ahead and mute this person. Thank you for the gift. I am not here to answer hateful questions or people who are like, who are like covering their like prejudice and hate with, I saw that you said this, but in reality you said this, and how do you think you could? They're just, I'm not here for that. Thank you for the money. Challen, what was the first thing? Hello, Alejandra. Challen, what was the thing? How do I handle that? Oh, okay, my 3-year-old who was assigned male told me he wanted to be a girl the other day. Oh, okay, Challen. How do I handle that? And the last thing they said was, exactly what I was talking about. Look, Challen, your kid might be trans. Your kid might be a trans girl. Now, I want to assure you right now, chances are they are a trans girl. Kids actually are much smarter than we give them credit for when it comes to these things, all right? Just because your kid is trans does not mean that they're going to have a hard, terrible life. You raising them with love and acceptance, like, oh, you're a girl? Cool. What name would you like me to call you? Like, Challen, you can say, oh, what name? Do you want, instead of calling you, Braden, what name should I call you? And they might have a name, right? So here's what I'll do, Challen. You want to be supportive? Mwah, great. I don't need to give you the spiel then. Perfect. So here's what you do. Go to your kid and say, hey, remember yesterday when we were talking about being a girl? Cool, yeah, no, yeah, I remember, Mom. Okay, cool. Um, uh, is there a different name you'd like me to call you? And if they say, yes, I'd like to be called Sarah, then call them Sarah, right? And if they said, I don't know, then maybe you can use that as an opportunity to like think of names with them. Like, what about the name Sarah? You like Sarah? No. What about Alice? What about Andrea? Ooh, Andrea. Can I be Andrea? Yes, you can be Andrea. You want me to call you she now? Great, yeah. And then ask if they want to wear different clothes, right? Because they might want a dress. They might want a pink shirt, right? Like ask them, there's no, like all you need to do is ask your kid questions because like everything else will fall into place. Just ask what they want. If they don't want a new name, okay. They don't want different pronouns, great, fine. Just say like, yeah, well, if you ever want to use a different name or if you want new clothes, just let me know. I love you and I'll always love you. I accept you for who you are, always. That's it. I work as a DSP, something professional. Someone has Down syndrome and wants to transition. Yeah, great. As a toddler, though, they aren't open to the power of suggestion. Now, what do you mean by the power of suggestion, Alex? You say that like it's what do you mean power of suggestion? Because as far as I know, there's no one out there who's like whispering into 3-year-olds' ears like, you should transition. You know what I mean? Okay, well, but if you ask, okay, Alex, I also used to work with kids for many years, all right? If a kid tells you, rawr, I'm a dinosaur, and you sit them down and truly say, Lily, you know you're not a dinosaur, right? They'd be like, yeah. You're a girl, right? Yeah. Like, I was making believe, right? Make believe is something that kids understand. But they don't come up to you and say, rawr, I'm a boy now, right? If they say to you, if they are outside of imaginative play, right? I'm a dinosaur is imaginative play. But if they come up to you and it's a serious conversation and they say, Mom, I really don't like when people call me a girl. Or I really don't like when people call me a boy. We're not in imaginative play. We're talking about real, actual feelings, and you need to take those seriously. Yeah. So why wouldn't you do that with gender? What do you mean, Alex? You're still here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm almost out of here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go put some stuff away.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Could I have those mochi now?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Perfect, thank you. And I'll you can probably take like these, and I'll just hold on to one of the plates. These are great rolls, and thank you again for having us. I know I'm here a little late, but I appreciate it.
The house is yours.
Thank you so much. What do you mean at such a young age? I guess, yeah, like that's a good point, Lila. So many people. Thank you, Derek, for subscribing. We are 11 years old. To try to deter the child. Well, there's a big difference between saying, no, you're not a dinosaur, and no, you're not a boy, or no, you're not a girl, because they could actually be a boy. Of course they're not a dinosaur. That's not a possibility for a human, but it's a very real possibility that they might be a girl or a boy. So it's dangerous to inhibit that exploration or to try to prevent that, because then you could really do damage to the child. Teach them the lesson that you don't want them to learn, which is that I need to be the thing that people want me to be. Because really, you want the kid to learn, I want to be myself. I should be myself. There's a much bigger difference between what? So I think we should discuss this at less. Alex, I could not disagree with you more. We want kids to know as soon as possible.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Nice hot day like today.
It's perfect.
Life-changing. Beautiful. Enjoy.
Thank you again, Chris.
Pleasure.
Hello, Elfia. Children are very influential. If I told my little brother he's a girl, he'd believe it. Here's the thing, Derek. You are assuming that your little brother, that their gender is malleable. Okay, this goes for both Alex and Derek. All right. Gender is not a malleable thing. You can't force a gender onto someone, right? Let's say that a 4-year-old, we'll say your brother is 5 years old, okay? When your brother was 5 years old, 4 years old, 3, 2, 1, and 0 years old, their gender determined. was already set. It was always exactly what it was going to be, okay? There is no changing of the gender. So if, Derek, you said, oh, you told your brother you're a girl, they're not going to believe you because you can't, just by saying that they're a girl doesn't make them a girl. It can't just change because they're told. In the same way that Derek, I couldn't say like, Derek, you're a girl, right? Alex, you're a boy, you're a girl, who I don't even know what gender Alex is. You're not going to just internalize that. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You are what you are, which means that when a kid tells you that they're a girl, you can't change it even if you wanted to. It is the way it is. Make kids confused? I mean, you could confuse the child, but that's still not going to change their gender. Once again, like if you tell a boy who is a boy that you're a girl, they maybe for a second they'll be like, am I a girl? I don't think. It's not like 20 years later they're going to be like, well, it all came down to when my brother at 5 years old told me I was a girl, and I believed it, and whether I like it or not, he did this to me. That's not how it works. Yeah, Challen, I think so. All right, we're blocking people. Blocking. Goodbye. I have explained my point many, many times. In fact, I think I've pretty roundly beaten you in this, in what I see now is turning into an argument. That's not what we do here. You either come here to learn or you don't come here at all. They do understand gender identity. Yeah, a kid cannot, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's really not that hard to understand if you're trans or not. Kids understand feelings. Sure, they might like pretend and imagine to play their dinosaurs. That's not how, that's not what, Mom, I think I'm a girl. That's not imaginative play. It's very different. Very different. My son likes Elsa and has an Elsa dress to play up, and I don't see anything wrong. Great, yeah. Thank you, Adriana. Yeah, we were just going in circles. You're right. Their own skin. Yeah. It's not like they can take it medically. Yeah, like if you say, Mom, I'm a girl, I'm transitioning at 5 years old, pick the name Lily, pick different clothes and use different pronouns. You have another 5 years before you even talk about hormones. That's before it even starts to become a possibility, right? And in those 5 years, your kid is going to figure it out one way or another. Honestly, they're going to know, they already know chances. Chances are there's like such a low probability that when a kid tells you, Mom, I'm a girl, or Mom, I'm a boy, they're wrong. Such a low probability. Like, could a kid possibly be confused? Sure. Which is why you don't roll them into the operating room the next day and do things, because that's not how it works. You give them time. Every trans person takes time. I took 6 months before I even went on hormones. I've been transitioning for I'm in my 4th year of transitioning, and I've not had bottom surgery. I've not had facial harmonization surgery. These things take time. You have time to think about it. Yeah, Marissa, and even if there was less time, it doesn't mean we shouldn't believe them. Just, we don't need to say okay, in 5 years I'll believe you. Believe them today. If not today, believe them next week, right? You shouldn't be all right, I'll believe you as long as you still have this opinion in 5 years. 5 years is a lot of time. It's a lot of time. Hello, Megan. No, you're good. You're good. We just had some trolls subscribe. Thank you, GB, for subscribing. Hello. Yeah. Think about it, every day for years, many trans people have, and have not been able to transition, which seems like a living hell. They deserve to be respected and listened to as much as an adult about feelings. Absolutely, Kay. I don't have children or know if I will, but if and when I do, I will always listen. Good. Good. And that's why you don't encourage them, because when they're older, they're easy to be. Now, Derek, I'm going to pin you, and then I'm going to mute or block you, okay? But that's why you don't encourage them. They're too easy to be influenced. That's incorrect, Derek. You cannot influence someone, be them old or young, to change their gender. Your gender is set. There is no confusing someone about who they are. Maybe for an afternoon, it could be am I a girl? I don't think I'm a girl. But long term, you can't just inception does not exist in real life. You cannot go into someone's dreams and plant the idea that they are a different gender. That's not how that works. That's science fiction. In reality, Your gender is what it is, and like, if someone could influence you to not be trans, there'd probably be an easy way for trans people to be happy with their lives, right? If someone, thank you, Aves, for subscribing. If someone could come up to me, or could have come up to me in 2020 and be like, actually, Lily, you're not trans, you're a man. And that worked on me, I'd be like, oh, well, that saves me a lot of time and money, right? You're not trying to be rude, but Derek, do you understand how offensive the idea is that you're suggesting? That something that is actually completely immutable can be changed by like a casual suggestion. It doesn't work like that. It's offensive because it's wrong, right? It's offensive because what you're saying simply is incorrect. That gender could be influenced. It can't. You can't do anything. Your kid is the gender they are, whether you like it or not. If there was a way to change it, trans people would probably work pretty hard to change it, because it means a pretty tough life in 2024. But you can't change it. You are who you are. It doesn't matter how much someone tells you, no, actually, you're a boy. No, you're not trans. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Oh, listen, respect. Let's dive off. Well, Tokyo, I'm going to tell you this right now. I will listen and respect to any request on them, but I won't sign off on any meds and surgery. I'm going to tell you this right now, Tokyo. If I had known, well, actually, I'm going to bring up an actual real life example of a trans kid I know. I'm friends with this incredible family. I will not name any names. Mom and dad, one of their kids is trans. She is about 10 years old. Thank you, Bella, for subscribing. We are 7 away. And Gabrielle, thank you. Okay, so these friends I have, their kid is 10 years old. She is a trans girl, okay? She's about to hit puberty. If she goes into puberty and is unable to get hormone blockers, is unable to eventually get access to estrogen, her body will, instead of growing in a more feminine, womanly way, will grow in a more masculine way. She will grow much taller. Her voice will get deeper. She will start to grow hair on her body, right? She knows who she is. She is a trans girl. She's growing into a trans woman. If you, Tokyo, as a parent, were in this situation with this girl who asked you for hormone blockers and you denied her these blockers, you would be subjecting your child to a kind of torment that I struggle to explain. When someone goes through a puberty that they do not want to go through, when their body changes in a way that is not just bad, it's deeply uncomfortable, unsettling, and in some ways gross to them, you are subjecting them to a lot of pain. So if you, as a parent, Tokyo, denied your trans child access to gender affirming care, you in fact are abusing your child. That is child abuse. It's like someone saying, hey mom, I really need antibiotics, or I really need my cavity removed. If your kid needs healthcare and you deny your child healthcare, that is abuse. Okay, so Tokyo, I understand you're saying, oh, I'd support them, but I wouldn't do this. That's not supporting. And I want you to know that that doesn't come off as supporting to me. It comes off as the opposite of support. In fact, what you just told me is that you would not support your trans child. Do you understand what I mean? Like, if you were someone who I met and it's like, yeah, I have a trans kid, but I would never give them hormones, I would first try to change your mind. And if that weren't possible, I would never speak to you again. I'm going to school for elementary ed. Do you advise for teacher how to approach these topics? Yeah, talk about them as needed. Especially if a trans kid in class, make sure everyone's getting their pronouns right. But I'm not an expert on education. I got a minor. I got my major in media and cultural studies, minored in education. But I'm not an expert on these things, especially because I went to school like 10 years ago. Obviously, I don't know for sure until I'm in that situation. I just don't agree that's abuse. I feel like they should make that decision. Sure. So, but like, if you as a parent are the one who is going to have to be the one to sign off. You have to go into the doctor's office and say, this is what my kid wants. I want you to give it to them, because you are their legal guardian. And therefore, if you don't support that decision on their part, it won't happen. So Tokyo, once again, I'm going to make the comparison. Refusing to get your child gender-affirming hormones, gender-affirming care, is the same kind of abuse as refusing to get your child antibiotics, or refusing to get your child proper dental care, or refusing even to feed your child properly, right? And Tokyo, if this is something you're unwilling to change your mind on, I deeply, deeply hope that you do not have children. Because, and if you do, I really hope they're not trans. Because you can't be neutral in this realm here. You can't be like, I'd support them, but no. There is either support or no support. And a lack of any kind of a support for gender-affirming care equals you not being supportive. No, Derek, you cannot agree, but you are gone. Thank you for your money. Look, Tokyo, I'm not trying to be cruel here, but I want to be firm and make sure you know that what you're saying is in fact tantamount to abuse. If you don't stand up for your children, nobody will. If you don't stand up for your children will get walked on. They will be subject to the whims of the world, which are cruel and terrible. You have to be the advocate for your child. And if you're unwilling to be your child's advocate, then you should never have been a parent, right? Like, I see the parents of this trans girl that I was telling you about supporting their child at every turn. I see wonderful pictures of her being happy and wearing cute dresses and talking about how proud she is to be trans. Thank you, Ash. And I know for a dang fact that around now, hormones are starting for them, okay? No, Tokyo, we don't disagree. Like, you're treating this like you're saying, oh yeah, you like cherry lollipops. Oh, well, I don't like that. We'll just have to agree to disagree. That's not what this is. Tokyo, if you approached child rearing the way you're describing, you would be a bad parent to a trans kid. In fact, I would actively work to remove that child from your care. If you had a trans child and you refused to get them the gender affirming care they needed, the health care they needed, then if I could, I would work to get your child to a better parent, because what you're saying right now is child abuse. That's what you're telling me right now, is that you would abuse your child, your trans child. That is, and like, you can try and spin it any way you want. And I'm going to mute you because I really don't want you here anymore. And I hope you reconsider. No, Christina D. It's not a parent's personal decision. It's not a parent's personal decision. Again, what you're saying, Christina D. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to apply this to another situation. Okay, when it's someone's child, it's a parent's personal decision on how long to wait until you give your child antibiotics. I'm not sure. I don't want to give my child the proper health care they need. I'm not so sure. I don't know if antibiotics are the right choice. Yes, they have this thing they need dealt with, but I don't really want to get antibiotics for my child. It's the same thing. You are refusing health care for your child. If you do not get health care for your child, you are abusing your child. What are you talking? Christina, who are you? When they're a minor, how young is too young? Hormones start at around 10 when puberty starts. That's how it works. If you are someone who would refuse to give your child gender-affirming hormones when they request them, you are no better than someone who forces their child to live without antibiotics, without proper dental care, without proper nutrition. These are all in the same category. They are. If you refuse, yes, Ave said, if you refuse healthcare for your child, you are a negligent parent. I'm going to say it one more time. If you refuse healthcare for your child, be it gender-affirming care, antibiotics, dental care, proper nutrition, getting a cast or something when they break a bone, any of these things, they all are in the same category. They're all in the same category. If you refuse healthcare for your child, you are a bad parent. Simple. No, there is no respectful disagreeing, Christina. If you say you're extremely supportive of the LGBT community, how about you do this? Show up to Pride this year and find any trans person and ask them, would it be okay if I just like didn't give my child gender affirming care? And see how they react. Ask them if they consider you an ally then. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can go ahead and take the T right out of that. You can say you're an LGB supporter, but if you hold on to this opinion that, oh, I don't know about gender affirming care, you are not a supportive LGBTQ person. You are, in fact, either a TERF or a bigot. Easy. And also, you are gone. Goodbye. Did we ban? Nope. I want to ban. I'm going to go ahead and ban. I'm sick of it. I'm on my soapbox today. Do you feel that if kids are not affirmed by parents, they should be treated by DCFS? Yeah, totally. 100%. If you're not providing, I know that's not how it happens in 2024, so that's not what happens, but in a perfect world, if you are someone who is refusing your child health care, be it gender affirming or otherwise, of course, yeah, child services should be involved. 100%. 100%. Is not the same. Without antibiotics, your body will physically shut down. Y'all, I don't know about y'all today. Are you familiar with what happens if you don't get gender affirming care? Very bad things happen. And again, I know this is a heavy life, but like when kids don't get gender affirming care, sure, they're not going to die of an infection the next day. They're not going to like have blood loss. But the reason that there's a very high blank rate for trans people is because they're denied the gender affirming care that they need, that the proper support, be it medical, emotional, friend support, all these different things are denied to them. Gender affirming care saves lives. And if you are someone who is unwilling to support gender affirming care for everyone, then you are effectively supporting the elimination of trans people, because trans people need that to live. And it's not like we're gone tomorrow, but give it a month, give it a year, right? That's why those numbers are so high, is because people have this point of view that gender affirming care is like something that shouldn't be, I don't know about it. Like, no. It is as important as antibiotics. It is. It is. It is. And if you say it's not, you are wrong. That's it. Why mute these people? Because I know that there's 3,000 people listening right now, and I want them to know that they're wrong. That's why. Anyone who thinks that is wrong, it's important for them to hear. And they shouldn't expect to show up at a queer rally. The person who's like, oh yeah, I'm very supportive of LGBTQ, I just don't support gender affirming care. Like, then you're not, don't pretend to be an ally. If you consider yourself an ally, be an ally. But don't be a TERF. You're not, yeah. Yeah, exactly. JC says it doesn't always mean hormones. We're simplifying it to say just, it's not. JC's right. It's talking to someone. It's being affirmed in your gender, whatever that may mean. It sometimes isn't medical at all. Yeah. So again, if you don't support gender affirming care, then you support the abuse of trans kids. It's easy. We're one away. Thank you, Music, for subscribing. I appreciate it. We're one away from 550. Yeah. Do you know what depression does? Exactly. Things can be life-threatening. An infection can be life-threatening. So can depression. Both, it can be treated as mental health abuse, sure, or just general abuse. You're still using the word abuse. I don't know what to say to y'all today. I mean, I know it's, thank you, Bobby B, for subscribing. No, Emily's not here today. We got into it. I refuse to yield on this. As someone who didn't get the gender affirming care they needed as a child and who almost didn't make it, I almost didn't make it. If certain things hadn't happened the way they did, I wouldn't be here anymore. I really wouldn't. Hi, Tanya. I refuse to stand down in the fight for trans kids. I will never yield. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, it's a personal choice, we'll let the parents. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's not what they do. First off, Music, I'm going to answer your question. I'm also going to block you in a second, but Also, the kids that say they're trans change their mind over and over. You say that like it's fact. It's not. Kids do not say, I'm trans, oh, I'm not, I'm trans. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You're saying that like it happens. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. JC says there's a family that was in Canada in jail a few years ago for not taking care of their child. Yeah. And if what you're suggesting, which is that they didn't give gender affirming care to their kids, the child ended up passing away. That's what's at risk, y'all. It's such a shame. Adam, 550 subscribers. Thank you, Adam. Adam, I appreciate you. Thank you. No, goodbye. All right, bye, Adam. Block. I don't care. I don't care. Further divide. If I'm further dividing, then I'll further divide. Either you believe that trans kids should be protected and supported, or you don't. There is no middle ground here. There's no middle ground here. Cancel your subscription if you don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. You either support trans kids or you don't. There is no alternative. We are fighting. This is not like you as someone who's not trans, whoever you are, you can sit back and armchair quarterback. Well, it should be the parents' decision. Well, it should be, I don't know about that. Meanwhile, trans kids are dying. There is a crisis. And you're sitting back and saying, oh, I don't know about, no. This is a crisis. There is only one option here, and that is to support the kids that are at risk for no longer being with us. It's an easy solution. And the solution is gender affirming care. That's it. The solution is gender affirming care. And if you don't support it, then you are actively working against the safety of trans kids, and that's unforgivable. Thank you, Donna, for subscribing. Period. I don't have patience. I don't have patience for this. I'm happy to have the conversation so you know you're wrong, but geez, it's not that hard to understand. Trans kids are in danger. I don't think y'all understand that. Thank you, Sima, for subscribing. Thank you, Haley and Burr, for subscribing. Is that ginger? That was coconut mochi. Very good. Very good. Was that ice cream? Yeah. And I need to finish this sushi real quick before I eat the other one. We still have mango one. Of course, for Shizi. Thank you. And thank you, Haley. Whew! I don't even want to turn on the comments. I can only imagine how nasty they're going to be as soon as I turn them back on. Thank you, Kaylee. I've got a couple gifts I want to read. At least one. Thank you, Sonia, for subscribing. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Kristen. I love wasabi on my sushi, yes. You can't say you advocate for mental health because if you don't provide trans kids gender something care. Yep, you can't. Exactly. Well said, Burr. Well said. Well said. Not giving kids gender affirming care is tantamount to refusing them antibiotics. There is no difference. There is no difference at all. Hello, Sonia. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I can't believe we hit 550 today. That's wild. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Emma. Woo! I'm on one today, y'all. Damn. Elvia. The mochi's great. They bring my sushi in. I don't like eel sauce, actually. I really don't. Thank you, DGL, for subscribing. Much appreciated. Elvia, you are so nice. It's not wild. Thank you, Aves. And thank you, Carmi Lee, for subscribing. Hello. You can, Jana, but, and I know you and I trust you, so you can touch on something, but just so you know me well enough to know how I'm going to react to things. I don't know what, I'm kind of suggesting that it might be something controversial. So see where I'm at right now and understand what certain things are going to get out of me, okay? Take it from me. Depression almost blanked me quicker than any infection. Same. In my little sister's case, she's gone back and forth on the first. She said she was bi, lesbian, then trans. Are you sure? Because those are very different things. You're saying like, oh, I'm bi. No, I'm not bi, I'm lesbian. Oh, I'm not lesbian, I'm trans. Like, first off, that's something that some people will realize if they are like a trans man. Thank you, G, for subscribing. She's an element. Well, then just, I mean, look. Sometimes people take several steps, right? Sometimes people who are actually lesbian will think they're bi for a while and then eventually realize they're lesbian. Sometimes people who are trans men might first be like, you know what, maybe I'm a butch lesbian. And I'm like, no, actually I'm a trans man. Let them explore, right? Let them explore. Just let them explore. Don't just let them explore. That's what I'd say. Got fennel soup the other day. Oh, I love that, Gianna. Thank you, G, for subscribing. 560, incredible. Thank you, everyone. People who decide what happens to trans people should be trans, I think. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. Trans people deserve to live and be healthy. You don't need to be trans to make that decision. Like, if you think that, I appreciate what you're saying, Sima, but like, it's not like that kind of suggests that like cis people are incapable of making the decision that trans people should be respected and loved. Like, of course they should. Thank you, Kwan, for subscribing. Hi, Kwan. I know you when I see you. I've seen you here for a long time. Hi, Kwan. Yeah. Michelle, thank you for subscribing. Hello. Did I ever explore my blank before transitioning? GB, I did actually. There was a year or two when I thought I was like hetero flexible because I was sensing some queerness. I didn't have the vocabulary yet to say like, yes, I'm a trans woman. I tried to go on Grindr a few times and it was like not good for me. I did not enjoy it. I'm not attracted to men. I was trying to figure it out. Eventually I figured, yes, I am. Oh, I'm a trans woman. Yeah. Took me a few steps though. When you're saying these convo need to be had because they can, did you ever want your parents to get you on hormone blockers before you personally even knew? I'm not sure what the first half of your question is, but I had no idea what that I was trans at like even like at 18, 20, 21, I still had no inkling. By the time I even had the smallest inkling, which was my late 20s, I had no idea. Or I had like long past gone through. Let me say that again. I've been talking a lot today. By the time I even had like the urge to go to Target and buy a sports bra, the word trans hadn't occurred to me at that point. Even at that point, I was 25, 26. I did not have, my puberty had been done. So there was never a chance for me to be like, hey mom, can I try gender affirming hormone? I didn't even know what those were. I had no idea. No, I'm not into men. I'm interested in women. Yeah, but no, there was not a single time. I wish I had known. I wish I had understood what it meant to be trans at 10 or sooner, because I'm sure I would have figured it out. But sadly, I did not have the vocabulary at that point. And I wasn't like some trans people, which will say like, oh, I knew I was different. I knew I was a girl. Like, I didn't have that kind of introspection at that time. Are there negative long-term effects to puberty blockers? No, there are not. Not a single one. I just like to say I support her and she chooses, and if she needs to talk. Yeah, that sounds about right. Why do you think some people come to terms with being trans at a much younger age? It could just have to do with like inherent emotional intelligence. It could have to do with there being like discussion of transness around that kid versus some kids who don't even get exposed to that. Could be like a political climate. It could be that some kids like feel they're different but push it down a lot like I did because they don't want to be, they don't want to like open themselves up to getting bullied like I knew, and just kind of like try to convince yourself you're not something different but you actually are. There's a lot of different reasons. Talk about it. Yeah, don't worry about the furry thing. Furries are really nice people actually, but again, like, don't worry too much about it. Maybe I'm missing. No, I was not denied that care, Jana. I was not denied that care. But I've seen kids who have been denied that care. Bye, Chris. Have a nice day. And it's not pretty. In fact, I know people who are no longer with us because they were denied that care. Too many people. I wish I would have known, but I assume my parents would have tried to take me to conversion therapy. Yeah. My parents wouldn't have, but I'm sorry that yours would have. I told my fam not to refer to me as she, just my name. Cool. Great. We love that for Sheezy. Vocabulary is accessible for children. It's important to realize why it's so important to normalize these conversations so that the vocabulary is accessible for children. Exactly. So kids can know. Like, if someone in, say, 3rd grade had been like, and by the way, you can be transgender. That's totally normal. And this is what it means to be trans, and cool. And then some kid who's sitting is like, wait a minute. What did you say? That's me. And that's a life-changing moment. That's a life-changing moment. Safety within the home, too. Good to see it. This is mango mochi that is completely melted, but I'm going to drink it. Good stuff. Wow, 4:13. Dang. We really cleaned up today, huh? We shut this place down. They're almost open for their happy hour. Thank you, Sunshine. I'll show you the dress in a second. Elvia. I was almost reading your gift and then I stopped. I hope you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. Elvia sent $5. Thank you, Elvia. And said, you are a beautiful person, from Elvia, a.k.a. Spicy, on Discord. Thank you, Spicy. Love you very much. Thank you for the gift. Hi. Sorry it took me so long. I know like 30 minutes ago you said, check your gifts. And I didn't. I was on my soapbox. Do I put up reviews? No. I mean, other than this, like when I say yum or yuck. This was great. But no, I don't like write reviews. Thank you, Elvia. You're very sweet. Mwah. Thank you for being so patient. I know, crazy soapbox today. Did we miss any others? Someone, Christina, said they were blocked for trying to ask a genuine question. Once again, it's different to ask a genuine question and be a person pretending to be an ally. Trish, are you still here? How late am I? Pretty late, Paige. I hate to tell you. Hi, Quan. But it's okay, you're here now. Trish, are you still here? Trish sent, over an hour ago, sent $5. I've been talking for a long time. Trish, if you were still here, I'm so sorry. Trish sent, just woke up from a nap. Nice. Trish sent a black heart emoji, a hand heart emoji, a hug emoji, and said, love you, and don't forget it, you're amazing. Thank you, Trish. If you're not here right now, I will say thank you to you later when I see you inevitably, either tonight or tomorrow. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. I know I was really on a tear today, so. All right, there we go. I worry for the children that are loved conditionally by parents. It hurts. I can't even imagine. I am so lucky to have unconditional love, and it pains me to see when people don't. How do you handle the snarkers? Well, last night I went on my snark Reddit, and there was like some drama there, but the point is that I went on it really for the first, like I've seen like screenshots here and there, but I've never like scrolled through it. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, there were some funny posts on there. There was someone who did like a nugget reaction gif. Someone posted like a picture of me like running yesterday, and like Emily and I were sitting and looking at these posts and actually like cracking up. Some of them were really just stupid. Some of them were really funny, and some of them were funny in a way that was like, you know, if my friend was just being kind of, you know, facetious to me, I could see them sending this like, like as a joke. But then some of them were like just funny in like a, is that what you think? We were actually quoting it to each other this morning. So thank you for the laugh. I appreciate it. The love you've given has trained you for the love to give. I think I understand what you're saying, GB. Yeah, no, well, no, it was like this like shaking dog. It was so funny. They were like, Nugget, well, I can't even say it out loud, but it was funny. Great therapist. Yep, totally. What's my sign? It's Aquarius. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Like, I was actually a lot more terrified of the Reddit before I looked at it. Like, it was like the boogeyman, where it was like, oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah. Nugget is famous, yeah. Oh, no, you're good, GB. I want to say, I understand what you're saying, Dia, to be a compliment. And I say thank you for the second half. A lot of times it can be hurtful when you say to trans people that you used to look so good, even if you still say you look better now. Typically, you can just say that you look great now. But I know that's a compliment, so thank you. Thoughts on detransitioners and how those cases could be prevented? Teach the world that being trans is normal, so they don't bully people back into the closet. Conversion therapy for gay people has never worked. And bullying people back into the closet is never going to work either. It's just going to make miserable people. So that's it. Thank you, Sima. Oh, you're good, Dia. Don't worry. All right. I think we're good here. There's a couple of gifts. Steven from Minnesota sent $1. Thank you, Steven. Said, beautiful eyes, lips, and neck. I'm in love, Mamacita, with a kiss emoji. Thank you, Steven. Much appreciated, my friend. Mwah. Shout out to you, Steve. Also, thank you to Jessica. Hello, Jessica. Jessica sent $5. Thank you. And said, I love the passion you have for protecting your community, especially the kiddos. Don't let the jerks get you crazy, with a red heart emoji. Thank you, Jess. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes I get heated. Today is one of those days. I don't know if I've ever been more heated. But when it comes to kids, I cannot stand an injustice like that, or people suggesting that they're an ally when they're not. I can't do it. But I hope that I was still explaining myself when I was heated, because that is the most important part. And I hope that my passion came through, because I want people to know I'm passionate. You got to deliver these things with some level of passion, or else it's not going to come through. So, anyways, love seeing passion. Thank you, GB. Appreciate it. Even when you get heated, you're respectful. I do my best. Oh God, it's so hard sometimes. I know you don't want kiddos, but thanks for standing up for them, of course, Roxy. Thank you, Kristen. I'm happy you're doing what you love and have confidence to share your journey and express yourself. Thank you, Dia. It's non-negotiable. It's not an opinion. Gender affirming care is a fact. Yeah, totally. It's about people's lives, right? It's like, it's not some hypothetical thing that's like only exists in theory. It's very real, and it's very important to get right. Not like next year, not a decade from now. Right now, it needs to be fixed right now, like right now. Yesterday, last year, 100 years ago, needs to be fixed. Thank you, Fawn. I do my best. Okay, I'm gonna go home and rest, because I am tired as heck from this particular stream. Maybe I'll pop up on Discord and play some video games, maybe some Dark Souls. We'll see. Maybe play some guitar. I don't know. I have a lot of feelings right now. I love y'all. Thank you, everyone who subscribed, especially the people who subscribed and didn't say nasty things. We're at 460-ish. How many? Let me see that number. Yesterday we hit 500. We're at 563. Love it. Thank you, Kristen. Folks ruined your... No. They didn't ruin my day. Don't worry. My feelings are from getting heated. And they didn't ruin my day by any means. In fact, I'm glad I got to say these things. I'm glad I did. So don't worry. Thank you, Quan. Thank you, Adriana. Cool. So maybe I'll take tomorrow off. I don't know. There's a chance. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know for sure. But I might be back tomorrow. If not, I'll probably be back on Thursday for another stream. If you want to watch more streams in the meantime, there's a million streams on YouTube that old TikTok streams. So like exactly the same as this, except not live. And you can just put them on in the background if you want. They're all there. I also have a Cameo. It's $15 for 3 or 4 minutes of me just talking to you and only you. And I love recording them. So if you want to do one of those. I have merch. If you go to my website, there is a Nugget mug, Nugget for President, for this 2024 presidential election. If you want to represent the real candidate, that is Nugget the dog, he has a mug. And actually a couple variants. One has a trans flag and one has like a gay flag. So different versions of it. I can't wait for it either, Tiffany. Send me a picture when you get it. Merch. Yeah, I think those are the things I have to talk about. Probably back tomorrow. We'll see. I'll be on Discord maybe later tonight. But I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you to my moderators. I know we didn't have too much of, for the times that the comments were off, or the sub only was off, y'all were there, and I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being willing to like jump into action whenever I'm ready to let the floodgates off. It means a lot. So love you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, everyone. Thank you again. And of course, as always, stay lovely.